live, we'll just be live, you know?
Okay. Let's do live.
Yeah. Especially because it's a walled start, so...
This is arena, man.
this
is like arena.
This is
wow,
fine.
It actually generated like arena.
I haven't seen a full-on arena gen yet, so that's relatively fresh. Oh.
I would say this is very good for Otter, that he's walled in, so he can just focus on his castles. Get up those catapract numbers.
Yeah, I think that is really... because the Goths are gonna, you know, try and put as much pressure on early as they can with their fast-moving, tanky, destroys your buildings, kills your things, elite Huskars.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see a lot of infantry going down there.
It is indeed a random map generation rage. It is Hyperrandom. This is the fastest chaos Hyperrandom deathmatch tournament. And poor Otter is gonna absolutely decimate Kamrat if he gets given the space.
Yeah. Wow, look at that HP on the gates. Is it always that high for Byzantines? No,
yeah,
it must be more than usual, right?
They have extra wall HP, don't they?
5,600? Is it that high?
It's definitely more than the Goths.
Yeah, that feels like a lot, though.
It's a good spreading out from Kamrat. Like, I like how he's splitting where his attacks are coming. We don't have a huge amount of military out for Otter just yet. Half, in fact.
I like that Otter blocked one of his gates with a market. That's nice.
Well, if, you know, he's gonna... He's used it, hasn't he?
Did he use it?
I think so. Well, he's using it now, for sure. Which I like. I am a little worried for poor Kamrat. Like, there was a nice bit of pressure. I liked how he spread it out, but the defense was probably enough. We haven't reacted to the stuff coming through on the left of Otter's base. So far, everybody's voting Kamrat.
Everyone voting Kamrat? Oof.
Yeah, 97% for Kamrat.
How is that possible? I mean, sim-wise, this is not a good matchup for Kamrat, unfortunately. But he's making those hand cannoneers you were talking about. He's making them.
I mean, I think to a certain extent you have to. They're the only thing that are high damage enough to really put a dent in, like the Paladin or Cataphracts that are going to be coming forward that the Goths have.
Yeah.
Because you can't lean into Halbs, because look at how fast they decimate it. As soon as a Cataphract gets on top of them, they're dead in moments. And then you add in the trample damage, like you'll see just how quick Cataphracts can shred through the numbers of Halbs here. But having that backup of some high damage hand cannoneers really levels that out quite nicely. So I do like it as an addition.
Yeah.
The scores. Oh yeah, the score is wrong. Otter has 3 wins already, and it isn't a best of 5.
And he's playing against Funny Liquid. Okay, we're casting the wrong set. Shit.
Casting. Reset, and it's not that. It's a best of 7.
I liked all the Onagers Otter made. That's gonna be very good support for his Cataphracts here, because of the choke points. He could also cut the wood.
Heavy Scorpion. What's your vibe on Heavy Scorpion?
Oof.
Because I rarely see it be anything other than a mistake.
I feel like every time people try to use them, they just... It's so like impossible to control them. They're so clunky, you can't really move them properly like how you want it. Yeah. They always get sniped by cannons or something. But they had their use in some matchups, but I don't think they should be made here in this matchup though.
Oh god! Oh god! No!
Otter killing his own infantry, man.
He just absolutely flattened them all. Oh, sorry about the extra loud game sounds there. See that being a little
It's
noisy.
making his kill-death ratio even better.
It's true. Oh, absolutely dirty.
To be fair, he lost all his Onagers.
He lost all of his Onagers. He lost all of his champions.
Too many Cataphracts.
Cataphracts die to the hand cannons. Like, this isn't a huge amount of military and there's no support there. The numbers are there for Kamrat, and he's on gold heavy enough to support this.
And Otter doesn't really have... He doesn't have anything in the queue, really. Like, military.
No. That's... That was looking really nervy there for a second, but the Goths are doing some good work. Military 100 to 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good Onager shot, though.
Imagine if he hadn't leveled half of his military with his own Onagers.
I would say it wouldn't matter, really, but since he has, like, no army, I guess it really mattered.
Yeah. Just that meat shield.
Where did the 10k gold go?
Champions. I mean, it was a lot of Onagers, and it was a lot of champions. And Cataphracts are super expensive as well. Considering Byzantines are such a sort of trash-focused civ, they're very expensive for their gold options.
Yeah, yeah. I like what Kamrat is doing here, trying to raid his economy, Ottish economy, on the right side. Trying to harass it a little bit.
It's decent expansion. Otter's really trying to lean into getting as much eco out so he can just try and kind of trash this out. I think that's sort of his drag this out option. He needs to get enough of an eco going that he can keep going for Cataphracts.
Yeah,
but he needs the numbers.
Otter needs to win before the gold runs out, because you don't want to fight a trash war against the Goths.
I mean, they'll win in numbers, but it's so cheap for the Byzantines at the same time.
Yeah.
How about relics? So 1 relic for Otter already. Is there any really that there's some that are actually pretty accessible?
I think 1 is kinda neutral on the left side. Kinda neutral.
Yeah. We've got 1 behind, two that should be easy grabs for Kamrat. 1 neutral and 1 for Otter already. Push down on this castle. I don't think this is savable. Not if your Treb dies to the hand cannons. Not if, okay.
I think Otter just needs to be careful with his Cataphracts, trying to mass up a healthy number of them. That's a very expensive army that Kamrat has there.
Super expensive, but now it's going to be hard to dive in. Like having this many Onagers at the back of the hand cannons. Yeah. Even if those Cataphracts dive in, 1 big shot on them is definitely intimidating.
I agree. I agree.
I was like, where have those Cataphracts gone? Oh, they are still there.
Yeah, he garrisoned them in a castle.
Oh, the bait! Dives in with a champion, baits the shot of the Onagers onto the Trebs, and it's now there's one HP Treb. Like he could get that. He could just get it.
It might save the castle, actually. It might save it.
That's kind of sick.
It's gonna happen again, maybe? No? Okay, no.
I kind of want to see somebody coming over and repairing this really low HP Treb.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a cannon. Like the bombard cannon could just go get it. There's 2 of them.
Or the skirmisher.
Right there.
You could send forward the skirmisher to do the job.
Yeah, 8 skirms come for a suicide mission. there they go. There they go.
They go away. They go away.
But they get flattened. They weren't targeting the right units. Champion's a little out of position.
Is he going to take this fight?
Oh, it's going to be a massacre. The siege is there. Oh god, the shots! Much better Onager control from Kamrat today. Like, really nice. He's managed to get so much value.
Yeah. That was a very good fight for Kamrat. Otter can't really replenish that army that he has lost.
No, it's too expensive. He's only got 8 on gold at the moment. He has no, that's Kamrat. He's got 18 on gold, but he's got none in the bank. And the raids and pressure is coming through.
That was devastating fights actually for Otter.
Does anybody still believe? Were the 54% of people correct that Kamrat has this in the bag?
Whoever predicted Kamrat in the beginning, I'm starting to like that person.
Shouldn't Biz kill? I mean, that's what we all thought. We all thought that Byzantines should be slapping the Goths left, right, and centre, especially when they're given the ability to mass up safely behind those walls. But
yeah, those walls were really good there for Otter, but now it doesn't matter really.
No, not at all. I mean, it's still pretty balanced. If we're looking at eco, there's 132 vils compared to the 92. But I think the Goths are okay with this. Like, we still have such a solid military.
Yeah, as long as Kamrat's army doesn't get completely wiped, he's fine. Even if he takes heavy losses, like, he can do that over and over.
It's like his biggest thing is these hand cannons that he's managed to keep alive. He's not really been threatened by the numbers of onagers since they got mopped up a little earlier.
Yeah,
so
that first fight.
Yeah, have been able to do good with. Thanks, Jess. I love you. You're the best. She's brought me wine.
Oh, that's perfect, man.
Oh, yes, it is. It's how to improve a game. Step 1, give me wine. How to improve
that
a
was
position.
A beautiful shot.
Well, like, how do you come back from this? If you're
I don't
Otter,
think you can really.
What would you do? You think that the position is now so good? Ooh, nice hits from Otter, but he does lose everything.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough though. Like, I don't know really how you can come back from this because he doesn't have that much gold left really to mine.
No.
He has 2 gold piles, right? Yeah, 2 gold piles left.
Like, he's been completely blocked off from the one on the left as well.
Ooh.
Like, so much, like, map awareness. Kamrat, he expanded out really early to this kind of right-hand gold below the castle and has been around the map the whole time. And for what I would have thought would have been the slightly less mobile Civ, because I expected the Goths to have to go for a more of a slow crawl, which admittedly they have done.
Yeah.
He's been all over the map, especially with his prodding raids. Really, really nice. Great opener for a semi-final.
Yeah, I really like his trying to attack everywhere. It's gonna drag Otter's army left and right, and center. It's perfect. I like it.
But I love that he's still trying, and you know he's not dead. He's not out of it. But he just he doesn't actually have the relic. He's got 1 relic in. He's running out of gold. He's not got the military. The military numbers of Kamrat have been whittled down a lot. Like, we only have 17 cannons left, 13 champions and 9 Huskars, but compared to what Otter's got on the field, that's everything. Otter is pretty much just trash and 20 champions. Yeah,
he's transitioning over into Skirmisher now. And Hussar.
Skirmisher, famous for doing really good against Huskars.
Yeah, that's not the unit you really want to make against Goths, but if you don't have any other options, you have to.
It's tough for me because on the one hand, I see a champion and I go, damn, I love that unit. But then I see a Huskar and I go, damn, I love that unit.
You like the Huskar more than the champion? No.
I don't know. Like the reason why I like Malian champions is because it's a Huskar. But
it is a Huskar, yeah.
But
it's a Huskar in disguise.
Yeah, I love that. But now so many civs have that with the inclusion of Gambesons. I think it's really changed quite a lot for infantry play.
Yeah, it made them a little bit better at least.
Now look at this. out of nowhere. Look at how much extra control Otter's managed to get. He's back on the gold on this left-hand side. His champions have actually cleared the way. He's got 50 champions on the field, and they are better. Like, they are better than the Goth champions. Goths can make more, but the Byzantine champions are better because they have the armor.
They have the armor, yeah. And
but they don't have the attack, unlike the Goths, who don't have the armor, but they do get the attack. So maybe they're even. I don't know. Like, how does that...
we don't know this stuff. We have no clue.
I love me some swords, but I don't know knowledge. That's what the procasters are for, and the pro players. But actually, this is a surprising little swing round. Otter resurgence. He's lost a few villagers, but the military mass is now 63 for Otter and 46 for Kamrat out of nowhere. Took his foot off the gas a bit.
I think Kamrat has too many villagers. I think he needs to kill off like 20 villagers. Or something. Because where is his army?
Well, it all died. Like he had some unfortunate fights. He lost his hand cannons, which were propping him up, and then it was Halbs. Yeah. And Halbs died to champion. There was a really successful raid over on this right hand side, on his gold. So the gold mass for Kamrat was gone. I still think it might be a little bit inevitable unless Otter can get this gold on the left. Like, this gold on the left is now super integral for Otter to get.
Yeah, that's about 2k gold, 2.4.
He needs that for his military mass. Like, really needs it. There's maybe not enough hand cannons. The Siege Ram edition is... I think really nice. It's tanking a little bit of fire from the hand cannons, meaning that the champions are able to get some good work on it. Oh, and it kills it! Let's go,
it gets the
Siege
Ram.
Like, this is...
Actually, I think the Tread got it, but I mean, it helped at least.
It's all doing good stuff. Both players, I think, are playing pretty well, and they're definitely hungry for it. Little raids coming in at the back of Otter's base just to be that extra little bit of distraction. Huskars are such fantastic.
What's really annoying for Otter is he doesn't have any castles on the right side to protect his farmers.
Yeah, well, he rolled in a little bit earlier, didn't he, Kamrat, with his like 8 trebs or something similar. Like, so tough to deal with, and still raiding, not letting Otter stay on gold comfortably. Even if it's just like 2 cataphracts.
Yeah, deadly.
I don't see a 5th relic on the map. There must only have been 4.
Yeah, I think it only was 4 relics.
Which is great for Kamrat.
Well, that's hyper-random for you. You never know what you're gonna get.
It's gonna be some bullshit. That's the one thing you can guarantee. It's gonna be some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Still on gold.
I like that Kamrat has 6 champions in his main town center. I don't think he's gonna recognize it.
Thankfully, of all of the civs, Goths are probably one of the few civs that you don't really mind if you end up accidentally leaving 5 or 6 extra units at the back, because you've got the extra 10 pop space. Like, he's still fine.
That's true, actually.
Got his military mass up. He's back in an advantageous position. Still has, maybe, as you said, a bit of a Vil lead that he maybe shouldn't. But the little pushback has ended, and I think Kamrat has managed to maintain enough of a position that he should still carry this, right?
Yeah, I think he got this for sure. But like 148 villagers, that's way too much. You should kill off like further now.
Can you see that Kamrat is going around putting down watchtowers? Goth watchtowers.
I see that. You think he's gonna try to get into his farms with a tower?
But they're watchtowers, they're entirely useless.
Yeah, you can send like 5 villagers to knock that down. Okay, maybe not 5, but you get it.
I mean, he's got chutzpah, and he's definitely got position.
He might actually try to go for it.
He should. I'm amazed that Otter did as well as he did to hold out in the mid game after he'd lost his position and had so much map
It
control
looked
there.
very bad after the first engagement.
Yeah. So for it to have got this far is a real testament to how well Otter has played this.
Yeah.
But I agree. Otter will be moulding. he will be so miffed.
Yeah,
But,
he's not gonna like looking back at this game really, I think.
yeah. At the same time, after you've lost, you sort of lost the game in that early engagement and fallen so far in position, to have managed to keep the game here where it currently is and to have managed to get that little swing back is maybe that's a little bit of positive. After you feel like you've lost already and you think, I'm just going to play this out to see if I can do something, to realise that you actually did do something, maybe that's positive.
Well, this could be Otter's warm-up game, right? I mean, since you warmed up Kamrat, Otter also needs a warm-up, so this is probably his warm-up game at the moment.
Otter was too busy writing announcements to get that last extra little warm-up blanket that
For sure,
Kamrat got.
Oh, that's great.
Sounded like a really fuzzy blanket as well, because that was a good, like, was that like an hour of prep that Kamrat had?
Yeah, 1 hour, yeah.
Wow.
That's like 2-3 games, man.
Especially when you're up against somebody who is going to clap you in mere seconds with his DM dominance.
Yeah, I know. Especially with your infantry.
Yes. It's clearly after he experienced my infantry in his practice games, he just wanted to carry it through into the real one. It's been super effective. Like
yeah, I mean, the champions are winning the game for him, like, on the right side, killing all the farmers at the moment.
For both players. Champion has actually done has done the best work for both players.
Yeah. Oh, Otter actually managed to mess up. How many cataphracts is that? 22? That's pretty good, actually.
22 cataphracts. Like, he's still trying. He's using the market really well. That's something that Otter does quite consistently, is proper market use. So it's nice to see. And the getting rid of the trebs, splitting off and killing off siege is always worthwhile at this stage of the game. But it's 68 vills now. Like, you don't want too many, but you don't want 68. That's for sure. The raids
too little.
Yeah, it's been a great game one, but this is a GG, and for sure first game going to Kamrat, really solid for the start of the set.
Yeah.
They just need to call it. It's okay.
I think if Otter loses his cataphracts and that forward treb, I think he's gonna call it.
I think he'll call it when he looks at his vil count.
No. As long as those cataphracts are alive, he's not gonna call it. Or is it? That was the last of the cataphracts, at least.
Yeah. He's like, no, I've still got 6 champions. There's the GG.
There it comes.
Fantastic.
Good. I did not expect that. I thought Otter would win with the Civ there, for sure.
No, I completely agree. I also thought that would have been an Otter Civ win. But we didn't say that Goths Byzantines was a clap match when you did your first look through those civs, and clearly you were so right to not even say it.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. But someone said Byzantines Inca, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the Incas have
similar matchup.
The Incas have that bad of a matchup against any civ, really? Because like they're so versatile and have sort of counters for everything. They're just so gold heavy.
They don't really work against SO civs. That's the main thing for them. They usually die to like Bulgarian, Onager, or whatever, because they can't really snipe them.
Poor Rage. How many points did you lose there? Well, probably more than a few.
I mean, I probably propped up people to vote here for Otter. Oh man!
When the DM superstar says, "Go for
vote for Otter," and he loses. Aye.
Feels bad.
Ah,
20k.
it's good, guys. You're blaming Otter, not me. Oh, it's good. Calcoco knew something that we didn't. That's why he voted for Kamrat.
Oh, don't want that one. We want to see my face. While I think they are pretty much diving straight into game number 2, which should be cool. Oh my, I'm even being brought dinner.
Oi,
Coffee
oi, oi.
milk.
Getting served. Nice, nice.
Yeah, it's on a tray and everything. A tray and
Perfect
wine.
Friday
and
night.
I'm having to. She's the best. I don't deserve her. It's quite big. That's what she said. Maximum maturity.
It's perfect.
Okay, well, we have the next Otter lobby. Ooh. Oh, and I need to update the score on this one. Score. Otter did not get the win, so don't give him the score.
Maldar says Byzantine should win this matchup 85% of the time. Yeah, I guess we didn't see 85% of the time that game at least.
We certainly did not. We certainly did not. Oh, hold on. We had
Rage has 99%.
We had the Byzantines losing and the Goths winning. Last pick.
Last pick.
Last
that's
pick.
huge. That's huge.
That's what a game snipe, if anything.
But I don't think Otter needs to be worried at all, really. Like, he has some very good saves. I think it's fine.
Oh, I need to complete the prediction. Oh, and how many ads does Otter have set up on his channel? Oh my word!
Look at those ads. What is this? I'm watching a Disney commercial now.
I've got the Google Pixel, which is great because I see an ad for the channel I'm streaming on.
Oh, this is great. Did they stop?
At least it's
no,
short.
not yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
they should have stopped now. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw out a SIP prediction here then.
Okay.
When the commercial has ended. Okay, it ended there. Okay, SIP prediction. I'm gonna say Sicilians against Inca.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me make it so they could see as well. Sicilians versus Incas.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's
that's
defensive...
a matchup you never see really.
I mean, I'd love to see it. I kind of like the Sicilians in that matchup, though, right? They should do really well against the Incas.
You just make donjons with onagers, and Inca can't really do that much about that.
Just spam those sergeants. Because I think the sergeants should do pretty well against the Kamiyuk, actually, as a matchup.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that matchup.
No, I don't think I have. Both of them beat generic champions. Just about.
I played so much and never seen that matchup.
You're getting me excited about a Civ matchup that I've never seen, and then we might never see it. And, like, we'll both be feeling like we'll both be feeling awful. We'll both be feeling awful about it.
I'm gonna dream about how does a sergeant beat a Kamajuk? Yes or no? It should, right? Yeah, it should.
It should. Like the extra melee armor should give them the advantage.
It's just that you can clump up the Kamajuks with their one range. So they can attack together much better.
What a matchup that would be. I don't know what else like it could have.
Maybe Otter throws out a Gujara. Yeah, maybe a Gujara. Gujara Sicilian. One of those saves I think is gonna play here.
It's still so open for Kamrat though, because he went for his last pick. Like, and he went aggressive. I would probably expect to go for something like a mid pick. So you're right, either the Incas, but at the same no, fuck it. He's gonna go Dravidians.
You think it's gonna go Dravidians?
Yeah,
it kind of
absolutely.
makes sense actually.
It's like hybrid, and you can. So like that's a good matchup against most of the civs that Otter has if it goes hybrid. And if it's
I
not,
agree.
so what? It's effectively your last pick.
Yeah, it's fine to sacrifice that civ.
I would love that. That would be so like tournament prep meta. Like that would be some like.
We should
good...
call you in when we draft. Just to,
Yeah.
you come with your inputs, which civ we should play.
That's why I should be people's captains, you know, and just give them advice. I'd be like,
Yeah,
follow
the strategy.
Follow the 1100 ELO players' advice.
You might be 3K in strategy. Who knows?
I've been saying that for years.
Can't just execute it though.
My hands, they just can't keep up with my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
It is a problem. That's not a problem that you have though. Quite a successful deathmatch player.
Not yet, but I'm gonna get there eventually.
As your mind keeps going, is that your hands are gonna get faster than your brain?
Nah, I think my hands are gonna decline.
Oh,
okay,
you
I
were
think
so close. You were so close.
Sicilians. Sicilian versus Turks.
Like that. Oh, so close. Like.
That was very close, but I didn't think he would use Turks here.
No, okay. I wouldn't have gone for them. But at the same time, they have that ability to go onto water. They've got excellent water cannon play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another. He's had so much success with those hand cannons, so you know why not more?
And he can upgrade them to Janissaries here. He doesn't even need a hand cannon. Just go Janissaries.
I believe there are some moments where hand cannon is better to go for, just because of your ability to mass more of them in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But also, you just go straight into Cav Archer, right, with the Turks?
Usually do, yeah.
Cav Archer's up against
more
the
HP.
Sicilians. Like, I don't think that's a bad matchup for the Turks. Should be pretty comfortable coming into this.
Yeah, I would favor Turks here. If the Turk player plays with towers, I would favor Turks.
I mean, kamrat made towers with the Goths, and the Goths don't even get towers properly. So, I mean, if he's that determined when he's the Goths, maybe.
I mean, there's a reason you don't see towers with Goths, but I guess he made them anyway.
Well, I mean, I certainly don't. I certainly don't mind. Go to the. There we go.
They spawned very close to each other.
Super close, and it is not a hybrid map. Full land. 2 lots of very, like, are we watching a normal deathmatch tournament? We've had an arena game, and now we've got Arabia.
This is actually like Arabia with more gold.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gold in the middle.
It's not the most accessible, is it? Right? Like, there's a bit of gold hidden away in the back. Like,
it's spread
gold-wise, yeah. The major bit, locking down this middle will be huge, especially with the hills.
Oh, yeah. Whoever controls the middle is probably gonna win the game.
Probably. I will say that Otter has a bit of an advantage in having that secondary hill just kind of slightly to the right-hand side of his base, because it means that he can push into the middle easier. Which could be a negative if that's something that kamrat gets. Going for a bit of a clump, 3 castles straight away, defensive play for the Otter One.
3 castles? Okay.
It's a strat.
You don't really see that many castles with Sicilians. Not alone,
especially because you can just make donjons instead, right?
And here they comes, the donjons.
Oh god.
Here they come.
They should be
and
good,
he's making hand cannons again. TomSnuffles, dude, you must have warmed him up. Did you?
I said,
tell him all the strategies?
Maybe that. Who knew that I am actually a deathmatch god? I just don't,
Good.
again, I don't have the hands.
We should recruit you to Suno, man. You can be the
Oh.
strategist.
You guys are already good enough as it is. You don't need the extra buff.
No. We need good strategies.
It's.
That's
I think
actually
it's a
interesting.
really. I think it's a really good play to lean straight into the hand cannons. The high damage means that they're extra good against the sergeants. Sergeants have 4+4 in pierce armor, so they can tank just so much of the cav archer stuff that even though they have the maneuverability advantage, like they're a meat shield. The hand cannons don't have that problem. Like they'll just shoot through that pierce armor like it's nothing.
Yeah. The only thing going for Otter here is his Onagers, I think. If he can get in some good shots.
Can he? Yeah. I mean, yeah. He should be. He should be
be
fine.
careful, kamrat.
Champion is not an inclusion that I love, to be honest. I know that he has to have some kind of meat shield in there, but the champions will die to the sergeants so hard.
Well, I don't mind it. I mean, it's a cheap option if you want a meat shield. I don't mind it, actually. And also, it's your favorite unit, so...
I mean, look, I'm always happy when people are making swords to keep me happy. And so far, every game today, there's been some sort of sword play.
Yeah. Well, they kind of picked infantry-based civs.
Everybody, they just want to keep the caster happy. Good stuff.
Yeah.
That is 15 trebs in the queue for Otter.
Oh, yeah. All the gold is gonna be spent on that.
And they. Oh my God! the trebs got all three, right?
Yeah.
All three bombard cannons with the trebs. They're treb onagers.
This is a very expensive fight. Yeah.
A very expensive fight, but the bombards do normally have the trebs number, and they should slowly start winning that whittle down fight. But the trebs are in such numbers that they are winning.
Very interesting fight. Ooh, that's a good cannonball shot on the Onagers.
Oh, the trebs of Kamrat have done fantastic work as well. Down to 3 Onagers. The Cavalier dive in and mop them up. And then I speed forward for a second. That's fun. Okay. I don't even understand sometimes. We just assume it's fine. Siege Ram.
This must be so annoying for Otter because he has to be aggressive here. He can't let Kamrat build up the middle. But he also wants to mass up, which he really can't. He doesn't have time for it. And now he's out of res. Completely out of res.
Now, Otter has been singularly focused on this central push. Only now trying to expand out to the kind of right-hand, north side. But there's already units patrolling around from Kamrat. He's just trying to keep an eye out, grabbing the far relics. I love that as a little detail. The Kamrat is already thinking about relics and has gone and got the relics closest to Otter that he could reasonably expect to grab. Like, that's so good.
That's a good raid he's doing behind Otter's base.
Like, super effective. I think Kamrat is playing like he's warmed up today. Like, genuinely, he's playing so well.
Yeah.
We have a bit of an eco build lead for Otter, but he doesn't have the military position.
Nope.
Like, he's 22 to 68.
He's just throwing away his units. And that's a very optimistic castle. Is he going to go up? No.
I mean, it's so tough to try and get that castle up when there's trebs, cannons, every kind of siege that you could possibly want, and then just this huge mass of hand cannons that have just time and time again been doing work for Kamrat.
Yeah. I think Otter is probably dead here. It's gonna be like impossible for him to get up this hill. If he can't really get up there.
Having to play defensive. It has the monasteries down. He's going to try and collect some relics, but there's just not a huge amount of... Like, he'll get 2, maybe, but there should be 4, I think.
Did it spawn 4 relics again? No, 5.
I think more...
Must spawn 5, right?
I think I saw 6.
6, yeah, it's 6. Yeah, you're correct.
On the thing, it just at my glance. Yeah, it's just all like everything seems to be going really well for Kamrat so far.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we said that we preferred Turks against Sicilians in this matchup, certainly in a kind of Arabia-style land map.
Yeah. Turks is such a good civ, man. They have strong units and they can basically fight anything.
If they have gold.
If they have gold, if they don't have gold, then you're screwed.
Literally, I think that's probably one of the most charming things about the Turks, and why I think they're really interesting in deathmatch. Because, like, the trash element of things definitely matters to a certain extent, but nobody is leaning into trash as their primary option straight away, because gold options are always better. And Turks' gold options are, I would say, some of the best. Like,
they're very good, but they are usually very expensive.
It's expensive, high damage output units, and slow.
Yeah,
like really slow, no maneuverability, but super hard to push because like the amount of gunpowder that they can get on the field means that they do quite well. They have all of the siege options that that they'd want. Like there were so many siege rams from Otter there, and they achieved nothing. Nothing.
They're not even getting the castle, or maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. There's no even like numbers of infantry there. That is siege ram dying to just gunpowder.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing Otter can do here, really.
I'm not talking about their cav archers. Obviously, cav archers are maneuverable, but where's the cav archers on the fit? Tell me, right here, where the cav archers are with this highly mobile army. Look at how mobile he is.
It doesn't need them.
Giving me shit. Look at these guys giving me shit with my 1100 ELO casts.
That's why we're gonna recruit you, Tom. You're coming to Suno, man. You're coming to Suno.
At least somebody wants me. It's fine. Flies like Django is my biggest fan, and I'm always happy to have Django in the chat.
Django, yeah. Hello, Django. Good to see you, man.
He's literally he's unchained.
Dude, he's an arena master.
Mini Viper.
He is dangerous on arena. Tell you that.
Camera even is converting vills. Oh, like there's.
Did you see those Janissaries in the ram to the left?
I did not, but that doesn't work, right? They don't speed because they're not.
He had Janissaries in the ram. They looked very funny.
They don't speed it up because they're not. They're still a range unit, so they don't give the ram the bonus.
They died.
That's so funny. Still, I think Otter is absolutely tated here. Still has 32 on gold, but that's not going to last very long because we are down to our last. I'll say last. There's still just under 2,000 gold on that pile.
He clicked First Crusade. It's gonna save him.
He's only got 105 vills.
Yeah.
Like, and how many TCs? 10. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And he's pop capped, so that's actually quite a good moment for it. If you're pop capped, you get First Crusade, whatever, like, it pops out.
Yeah. It would have been better, of course, if he had 200 pop, but he's desperate, I guess.
It has leveled him out, got him up to 160. I just don't think it's enough.
I like Kamrat's monk on the right side, next to Otter's base, just watching his farmer.
It's converted 2 vills now. Each time Otter tries to do something, the monk converts the next vill.
Not that monk. He has a monk next to his farmer, like in his base.
Oh, just chilling out?
Yeah, do you see it? It's on the right side of his base.
No.
It's up to the right in Otter's farmer.
Oh, this one, hanging out. Yes, okay. I mean, that's a scout monk. Going
it's just watching. It's like an outpost.
But this monk on the right hand side has actually got value. It's got 2 conversions. From that, it's built houses and towers.
Oh, that's very funny that they built in the tower with houses. And in the meanwhile, they have a huge fight in the middle.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just shoving chili and wine in my face while we've got a slow moment.
I mean, it's pushing him back a little bit, but it's just too costly, these fights for Otter.
It's still going. The gold count is... that's the question, right? What happens when we run out of gold? Which we're getting to that point where it's getting closer and closer to being a...
I mean, if we would have run out of
goldless
gold...
game, there's only 25,000 gold left on the map. Yeah,
That's still a lot.
I think he's fine. There's loads. Kamrat can keep going the way he's going indefinitely. Maybe if we were in this position and there was 2,000 gold left on the map, and it's 4 relics to 2, but the Sicilians have some pretty decent options to like drag this out. But it's not. The Kamrat takes this every single day of the week.
Yeah. There's no way Otter comes back from this. I know score doesn't say much in deathmatch, but when you're like 10k behind in score already, 11k, then you're probably dead as well.
I mean, it's an interesting thing that you bring up there, Frost, about the score not mattering a huge amount in deathmatch. But it's like at the start of a deathmatch game, the score is like the higher somebody's score, the worse they're doing. Because that means they're not able to spend their res.
Yeah, they're not producing units or not sold in the market or whatever. Yeah, they're not using their resources.
The higher the score, the worse it is. But then, when you get to the end of the game, it can be hugely inflated by the fact that you can have a ridiculous KD, but still lose. Like you could have destroyed half of your opponent's buildings and killed 1 million units, and then still be in a really shit position and lose out because your opponent has hit the right things and got the right trades and like dragged it down, grabbed the relics and taken it in the late game. So yeah, you can definitely have an inflated score, but not 10,000 point. Like,
yeah, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah,
that's a little bit too much, unfortunately.
Frosty gonna have to give some micro lessons. Somebody definitely needs to give Otter a bit of a nudge in the direction of getting good Onager hits in. It's
been... I mean, Otter's SIP picks, I don't think they have been wrong. I just think that Kamrat is playing very strong today.
He's playing very strong, and he isn't killing his own units with his Onagers, and he is killing his opponent's units with his Onagers, which tends to be, I would say, a minor advantage for a player going into a game.
I would agree. I would agree with that for sure.
There we go. From one of the #1 deathmatch players in the world. Don't kill your own units with your own Onagers, and you might win the game. Advice.
That's a micro lesson for you, Balor. Don't kill your own units, man.
Who are the speakers? I am TomSnuffles, and I am joined by Frost9, the literal geezer. Co-caster, it's Keller.
Keller. Oh my god. No, if I was Keller, I would have to roast everything and everyone.
Well,
I can't do that.
You can channel your inner Keller.
No. I will never let him out. No.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna fix that command, but I'm casting with Keller after this, and so I really can't be asked.
Ah, yeah, you do. Yeah, you co-cast with him after.
I'm genuinely, I'm getting to cast with some really fantastic folk today. I'm enjoying my little Otter takeover. I think it's been a lot of fun for me. I've got wine.
Yeah, we need to do this more often. Hijack this stream.
But this is
Take over.
what we'll do. I will try and make it so if Otter's doing like the quarters or semi-finals of a tournament, I will. If I'm free, I'll see if he's up for me casting on his channel again, and we'll do more Otter takeovers. Now that I've got all of the right permissions,
It's gonna be a standing segment where
yeah.
you take over his
Why not?
stream.
Well, it started by me putting my my Tom Cam in his stream, and now I've invaded the whole thing. So
Yeah.
we're right
We
there.
just need to learn his alerts and everything, and then the takeover is completed.
I can make it so I can get his alerts, but
I see.
it required a little bit more a little bit more work than I was ready to do today. And
we'll save that part for another day.
Yeah, I didn't want Otter to get too stressed. Look at that KD, 1.53 to 0.66. Super rough. That Turk's just getting the goodness. But overall,
usually
Otter...
when you see those like super inflated scores, it's like when I see those towers with Onagers. Yeah. That's usually when you see some crazy score.
Hand cannons, though, like genuinely, it's like super effective hand cannon play, and then kamrat also he made 164 champions, and we know swords OP. So
I can see on your screen he produced 2 spearmen.
And obviously, what a strong unit the spearmen are. He must have made them to counter the 132 cavalier.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they're already into the next game.
Oh God, they won't even give me time. How dare they?
They're on fire.
They are on fire. I will be as fast as I can.
You have 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Oh well, that's not too bad. As long as I've got a hot moment to.
Oh yeah.
To load it up, I'll be there. I have to say, I love that Otter sends me the game code. I don't use it.
Me either.
I am like all in on the spectator dashboard. It
seems like we're gonna have a re.
Yes.
You sent me another code.
Now Otter is definitely a player who will make use of the rees.
Yeah, let's see what they are reading. I want to see the map that they are reading.
Well, I can't even load it up. I can't even see the re.
I'm gonna see it. I can tell you the matchup. It's Magyar against Teutons.
Magyar's Teutons.
Yes. And it starts in 15 seconds on the re, so let's see what they would have played. Oh my god, it's basically like an Oasis map.
Oasis.
Oasis with walls.
Oasis
that
with
is what
walls.
Someone read here.
Okay, it's definitely Otter. It's definitely Otter is the only person who will actually make use of the re. Nobody else has read this entire tournament.
Yeah, it was Otter. You're correct.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what they're gonna play instead.
Well, it is up. They have started, and somebody's asked how I find the games on spectator dashboard. Like this. You type in the name of the person who's going to the thing, and then it comes up the lobbies, and you find the thing, you click the thing, and then the game starts.
That sounds very simple.
It couldn't be easier.
Usually when it sounds simple, it's complicated. That's my experience with that.
Magyar's Teutons, though. This is again.
What would you have picked here?
I'd have
without knowing what you're gonna play, what would you have picked?
Without knowing, having a glance at these old civs. Bear in mind that we just lost with Sicilians, and we just won with Turks, which was a mid pick, which is what I did say he'd won a mid pick.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Otter, this is where I'd be playing my Japanese. Honestly, I think we've had 2 land maps. I'd be expecting a water one. I'd just be putting all of my eggs in that basket, and yeah, I'd just be sort of hoping. I think that's what would happen.
Oh, it actually generated water.
Oh, it started. God damn.
Yeah, it started.
Hey, get into an actual visible position so you can see what's going on. Wow. It is a little bit of a hybrid-y one. I think
what
this
would you
is
call this?
ugly. that's what
ugly. Yeah. I don't even know what to call it. Like fake island.
Like a conjoined islands. Yeah, it's really interesting because the front part of Otter's base is not passable. Like you can't pass that with Navy, which means it also can't be defended with demos. The front of Kamrat's base can be, so he can go for full demo defense. He can go for decent water control. And get a proper surround. If he loses his position, he'll have a harder time. But overall, map position, I like it for Kamrat if he manages to get docks down at the front. When it comes down to Navy, though, of these 2 very land civs, who's better on the water?
That's Teutons. Teutons are better. They have heavy demo.
Better. Okay.
Yeah. Magyars don't.
What? It's another ad.
Another ad? Shit.
Yeah.
What ad do you have now? I have Pepsi.
I have another ad for the Google Pixel. Google Pixel with
we're casting the commercials instead.
Yeah. I love, genuinely, Nunez, I love that I'm getting ads for a channel that I'm actively casting on. Like that's
pretty wild, actually.
I forgot to renew my sub before I started the stream.
Hello.
That is brilliant.
I don't know if you saw it, but Otter did some nice villager snipes there with some cav archers.
Yeah, I mean, 4-1 in the Eco KD is a much better start for Otter. We can see that at the start of the game, he's got the lower score by nearly 1,000, which means that he's spending that res. He's up to 53 military and 15 vills, so has a bit of an advantage going in. And he's straight in on the water.
I'm just looking at this minimap and see ships going left and right.
It's tidy, and the cav archers will definitely help lock down this central area. Demos! Halbs!
Otter lost a castle in the middle that had 26 HP.
Ooh.
He didn't delete it. Aye.
Teuton castles great against cannon ships? Are they? Do they get extra range or something that means that they...
Yeah, they have extra range,
yeah.
the Teuton castle, but...
8+3.
Is it enough, though?
I was about to say, that's only 11, and...
No, they 8+5, the Teuton castle.
Oh, I'm looking at the
13 range.
13 range, that's a cannon galleon, right?
Nah, it's not enough. It's not... Yeah, it's gonna reach the cannon. Yeah, it's gonna reach the cannon galleon.
Nice.
Ooh, that could be annoying.
I love heavy demo. I do. Some have 15. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. But look, no, I guarantee that you are more right than I am, Rage. Like, it's a guarantee. Like, it's 100% that if you know the numbers and I'm saying numbers, your numbers are right and my numbers are wrong. Like,
no.
There's no question about that in my mind.
We believe in you, Tom. You need to believe in yourself. Don't listen to Rage, man.
Again, ooh, some dancing demos. So I have to say, the regular demos of Otter, it's one of the things that I find interesting about heavy demo being like ridiculously strong. That heavy demo can get countered by just regular demo. Because the regular demo still trades 1 for 1. Like
yeah, as long as you pay attention to that, then it's fine. Like, but usually you don't pay attention all the time, and then you just lose your whole navy or whatever.
Look at this absolutely insane military lead. 123 to 28. It was there for a second. Like,
yeah, I don't think kamrat really knows what he wants to make. I don't think he really knows. He's making some helps now on Onager. I don't think he really knows what to make here.
It's been pretty effective at the start. 135 to 100 KD. But that's not even that bad.
It's not that bad actually. Yeah.
Like that's not awful. It's the eco KD. The 9 to 1 eco KD has been really useful for kamrat. And actually the pretty tight nature of the front of the base for kamrat has sort of limited a little bit of expansion. I think having to go for the back dock is a bit of a negative. There's so many heavy demos that aren't actually doing anything other than sort of chilling out and sort of pathing awkwardly at the back.
Yeah, it's gonna take 2 minutes to go around the island.
Yeah. And it's just going straight for the front docks is so useful, and it means that there's no defense at all for this front area. And we said that this front area is so important, and if you throw the docks down there, it's so easy to defend because your demos pop out and no units can pass. But the reverse is true if you don't control that zone. And now Otter has every single position in this game. We said Teutons had the better navy. Where is it, mate? It's not even on the field.
It's hiding behind the island. It's completely wrong side.
Kind of uselessly. And if we look over here, it's the guard tower defense, which will actually do perfectly reasonably if those heavy demos come looping round. Towers will shoot down the navy quite happily.
Yeah.
We're just not up to the paladin numbers. 16 paladin to 14. They are better paladin. But they're not better if you die to 31 heavy cav archers. Magyar towers are bad? I mean, they're only guard towers, they're not keeps. 7 plus 4, so like 11 base damage into whatever they're firing on, so...
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Did they get heated shot?
Doesn't all ships get heated shot?
I thought so. I mean, they get 20 bonus damage against ships. Heavy demos have 70 HP, so...
It's looking very good for Otter though, but he could get cut off here with the demos coming up from north.
He could. He might actually lose all of his trebs. His trebs are in a position where they could die. Like, you have to dive in with these demos to kill... And he does! The demos all yeet themselves into one boat. They die uselessly. The towers snipe the last one. The trebs stay alive. That was a brilliant...
Does that mean the towers are the MVP?
Yeah, towers did actual work.
Magyar North Tower. Who would have thought that would be the most important thing in this game?
It kept this... That genuinely, it kept the push alive, because those heavy demos could have killed these 4 trebs, and that would have stagnated this entire push, and given kamrat a little bit of time to push this back. Like,
yeah.
But he's having to trickle out onagers, and what's running around? We've got Magyar Hussar. They snipe onagers so fast, it's not even a competition. I mean,
it's looking super good for Otter, now that he's starting to establish himself in kamrat's base.
I'm so happy. Oops, sorry. I'm so happy that it's not going to be going down to 3-0, or at least it isn't looking like that at the moment, because I think Otter deserves to get some wins in this set for sure.
Oh yeah,
Between these two players, I think if we were being properly objective, would you say that you would maybe favour kamrat a little bit in the matchup?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah, but like you don't nobody sleeps on the Otter One, right? You don't...
No, Otter is deadly. He's deadly when it comes to these maps.
How many times has Otter ever come close to beating you in a deathmatch game?
He beat me. He beat me when I was Armenians.
That's the one time.
These damn Armenians, man. That's seriously something. My God.
I love.
No,
the
but he
Armenians.
has beaten me. He has beaten me.
Armenians are probably one of my favourite RM civs. DM,
They're
I
actually
would
fun
hate.
in RM.
I'd hate them in DM, and it's like everything that they're good for is about doing everything an age early. And how well does that translate to a game that starts you in post-imp? Not a fucking tool.
Yeah, and they're super good on the Navy. And how often do you play Navy in DM? Not so often.
In this tournament, more than normal. I have to say, Kamrat has again done a really good job of stagnating this. Just dragging this out. He's up to 50 military and 135 vills. He's at his pop cap. It's just his position.
Yeah, his goal is getting mined by Otter.
Yeah, Otter has everything. I love what he's doing. Even with this position, he's spending a little bit of his APM to throw down some outposts on his island to just stop any potential like sneak raids. Like there could have been a transport ship dropping down something on his island. So he's keeping an eye out for that, which is genuine. Just a lovely little detail from him.
Yeah.
Which is so nice to see.
Yeah, you never know what Kamrat could have transported over with something. You never know. So that's really good, actually.
Magyar cannon galleons are 13+1, so the base range of 13. I was right, but they get the
yeah,
plus
they
one.
have siege engineer. Yeah, they get affected by that.
So I was almost right. I was wrong, but I was almost right. Oh, I love when I almost know a thing.
How many villagers are repairing that castle?
35. 35 villagers. So
I feel like Otter's traps might get wiped here.
That's actually a third of his eco.
That's
full
true.
third
Yeah, he
of
doesn't
Otter's
have that
eco
many
is-
villagers.
Yeah, and he has even less now that he's losing it. Like he's still at near pop cap. I think Otter was pretty, if anything, maybe a tad overconfident there. Like
Yeah, what happened to Otter? Otter had pretty good economy and everything. I didn't really pay attention to that.
I think he
so good.
deleted it to make more space for military because he was hitting that pop cap, and he wanted to overwhelm with numbers. Yeah, I think he deleted a lot of his Woodvilles because he's only at 18 right now. I missed it, but that's what I'm assuming because, like, he stopped producing Navy because why would you bother producing Navy when you already have a bit of a lockdown on this area? But I think he's got to lean back into it.
Yeah, Otter needs to be careful here.
Yeah, it's the Teuton Paladins. Like, we still have 30 on gold, right? And if we regain the front here, this is still salvageable. This castle will go down and the position is there. These vills actually need to be pulled. We can't afford to lose 17 when we've only got 86 vills on the field. This might be a bit of a throw.
Farmers.
Oh my word. Kamrat, no! Don't do this to us. We were getting so excited about Otter getting a go, getting a win.
It shouldn't be enough though. I mean, he stole a lot of gold there from Kamrat with mining that gold.
But I'm
it's
worried.
Still actually a lot of gold left.
There's still quite a lot of gold. Like there's 8,000 gold there. There's 2 relics that he can grab.
But also, Otter has the same amount of gold in his own base, so it's fine.
It's true, and if there's a civ that doesn't need gold, it's the Magyars.
Yeah. They are the ultimate trash civ.
They really are. Especially if you keep that Cav Archer mass up. That's what Otter has to do now. Now that he's lost that forward position, he has to take this into late game mentality, We need to be getting back up to like 110 vils.
Yeah,
Having
yeah.
like 50 to 70 farmers, and just have a meat shield of Magyar Hussars or regular Hussars in front of these Cav Archers.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, because
like,
he's inviting Kamrat back into the
Yeah.
game now.
whittled this down. My worry is Siege Onager. Like, we need to make sure that we are constantly trying to snipe these Siege Onagers. And he's going for it. Bless him. Otter knows. But
Otter knows, man.
there is enough Siege Onagers here to really level this out as soon as the towers are down.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's not a huge amount of maneuverability options for these Cav Archers. Like, the island nature of it means that it's quite choke pointy. So all it takes is looking away for a second while you think you have an advantage, or you're clicking at a different bit, and these Cav Archers will die to the amount of Siege Onagers that are currently on the field. And we don't have the naval support. We're pushing around the outside with fast fire ships and sniping the non-heavy demos with galleons.
You see how bad they are? Those non-heavy demos, they are so weak. Have like no health. They die so quickly.
But they do enough. If you're not looking.
If you're not looking.
It's me! It's me not looking! As there's a lovely timing on diving in with Magyar Hussars. We take out most of those trebs, but it wasn't enough. We lose our military position, and still the kamrat rolls forwards. All of the towers are gone. We're completely back on gold, and we have retained and regained our position in the centre area. Imagine if we'd had some demos prepped to try and be here. Like, we could still get them. We could still wanna.
You're looking at those 3 demos to the left?
Yeah, just wanna. Yeah. No. Okay. We'll just let kamrat free move over. The entire military gets into a solid position, and the push is through. Kamrat looking really good right now. He has the military. He has the eco. If we're looking at the value of units on the field, it's pretty much even.
What a comeback. It looked so good for Otter. It looked more or less a game over.
Yeah, completely. Like, especially because he'd lost access to his primary gold. There's some wonderful play. Like, this is a game that I think I will have to have a look back at after the cast.
What happened to Otter's economy?
to like see the moment, because I completely missed where that swing was and how kamrat like re-solidified himself into here. I was so confident in Otter's win that I'd stop looking. I'd stop focusing. Shit,
you were already prepared for game 4.
Yeah,
well, I also kind of was
in my head. But this is like, kamrat is on some sort of semi-finals beast mode. Like, he's playing out of his mind.
Well, I'm seeing a very interesting thing. You see the thing on the right side? You see what I mean on the right?
I see exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
It's that
thing
thing
that's gonna find some value?
Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of farming eco here. It has been noticed. We've looped round some units that will deal with this. So actually, no, it'll be cleared up pretty quick.
It looked cool though. I like the idea.
It's like, you can see that it's something that's in Otter's head, because Otter, when he had the complete domination in the center and he was pushing into the front of kamrat's base, he still prepped some vision on his own island to stop that exact thing happening, because he recognizes that it's a threatening strategy. So
yeah,
you know, it's definitely in his head.
Oh, look at those devils. They took out like half of the villagers on the gold.
Raiding, like, it's still only 90 vils to 104. Like, this is still even, right? Like, Otter's not in a bad position.
I mean, Otter, he stabilized the situation there after where he managed to snipe all kamrat siege there.
The longer this goes on, the more I prefer Otter's position. Like, even if it ends, because it's like, yes, Halbers will counter everything that Otter's doing. Like,
Yeah.
But we don't have the raiding potential from the Teutons. They just do not have that in their arsenal. Like, oh,
don't
they
have the
can make some
units for
Teuton
it.
scouts. Okay, great.
Where are those scouts going? Do you see them on the right? They're going, I don't know, to their own little part in the middle island.
Oh, 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 oh! It's happening!
Ah.
Kamrat has landed. There are some vills on the way out. It is spotted, though. And we're going barracks. Barracks from Kamrat.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to raid with scouts.
No, you just can't. I mean, Teuton scouts are, of all of the scouts, pretty good scouts, but they're not the way. We're diving in with the Magyar Hussar. They are trash. Great raiding units splitting off into several places. They've idled pretty much the entire farming economy, having a good loop round.
Yeah, he's moving forward at the same time he's doing it.
That's
he can't really
lovely.
snipe the Onagers.
Well, he's baited so many of the paladins back, but he didn't have anything else to support it. Maybe if he'd only sent half, that might have been something, but he's lost all of his siege, so it ended up just sort of losing his military for nothing.
Yeah.
He did make scouts! Cameron did make scouts! Look at them! They're on the right hand side, the Teuton scouts versus Magyar.
They managed to kill one Hussar. they killed one Hussar. I mean, that's value, right? It's not value.
Oh, bless them, they tried. They tried. We won't fault them.
That was some dangerous play there with his Cav Archer.
It definitely was. Those Cav Archers are the single most important unit in Otter's arsenal right now. They have to stay alive. They are his constant damage output. It's the thing that is the most threatening to the Teutons here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he could afford to lose them, but he should avoid doing that.
Yeah. He can lose them, but the way that he wins this is by dragging it out and making sure every fight is as cost effective as possible. Like, that's the Magyar's like biggest advantage in these kind of fights, is that you send your fantastic no gold Magyar Hussar forward, 10+4 attack, like 105 HP. They can, obviously they're going to lose to every kind of paladin cavalier unit, but it doesn't matter that they lose, because if they kill three of them,
snipe everything.
Like, it's good, and the way that they hard counter siege is just perfect. The value that they got for throwing themselves in there was just impeccable.
Yeah, yeah, it's worth doing that as long as you snipe siege.
And it's what they're rolling for. I really want to see some more demos though, even if they're shit. Just having them on the field. There's no range here. We've got this swamp that Kamrat has to patrol past. Even if
can you imagine
demos,
like 15 demos here killing all those paladins? That would be GG. That would be GG for sure.
It's a huge vulnerable position for Kamrat, and it allows the paladins to get in. The paladins did decide to try and take a fight up a hill against two castles and Cav Archers with no siege support. But
that was a very bad fight for Kamrat. he can't afford fights like that at all.
He really can't. We can't be allowing the Magyars to have more of an advantage than they currently have.
Yeah, I don't really see how Kamrat can win from now on, since he's out of gold, more or less. Okay, yes.
More or less.
900 gold is still mining, but yeah.
I was worried. The Onager was looping forward. It was prepping for a good shot, but the Magyar Hussar almost gets it. Almost gets it. It's so close.
I think Kamrat is a bit distracted with the raids on the right side. He's losing some farmers now. Otter must have transported over units or something.
Well, I mean, he's got the water control. He's constantly looping. He's dropping another 3 vills over as well to try and build more of these stables, which is a great thing to do, especially when he is successfully holding the middle. I like what we're doing, throwing down more barracks to try and increase that halb production rate at the front. It's definitely something that we need in there, but the amount of trebs out for Otter is good. Overall, like, is Otter doing this? Castle will go down. All of these trebs should die to the paladin.
Yeah, yeah. But it's fine.
But
It's fine for Otter. Since he
both
still
of
has
them,
6k gold.
they're playing so good. But it's the longevity of this. If we keep these cav archers alive, they've got 122 kills, by the way.
Oof.
Like, it's,
And they're getting more at the moment.
yeah, it's like 10% of the total kills for kamrat for Otter so far this game have been this batch, this little bundle of cav archers.
Oof.
And that's not even counting the cav archers that have died and killed stuff. It's just these ones, right? Oh god! Not if you let
They
them
took
die
a
to
nasty
Onager
Onager
shots.
shot.
Thankfully,
But they
heavy
all
cav
managed to
archers.
stay alive though.
Yeah, I think he lost 2. Not too bad. Not too bad. Is it a waste investing in Paladin here?
For Otter?
I don't think it's a waste. For kamrat.
No, I think Kamrat has to do it. He needs to be desperate because he's out of gold now.
Like,
You can't fight Magyars without gold.
Yeah, but he can't play it just Halb Siege. Like he just can't. He's getting good shots off with the siege onagers, but they die too fast. And the Halb don't have the maneuverability to deal with the Magyar Hussar diving in and sniping the siege.
Yeah.
So you have to have the more mobile paladin just to move into the right place to try and block off the Hussar. It's really tough. Like when it gets to this kind of position, I don't know what you do as the Teutons, even though you have what I would say are all of the tools in your belt to win this. Like the siege onager that can get a decent hit, paladin that are I would say the best paladin that you can have, super tanky, beat pretty much everybody one-on-one except Lithuanians with relics. Like,
yeah. Do they beat Frank paladins?
Yeah, for sure.
They do, yeah.
It's the extra melee armor. It is everything, and Frank paladins are great, but like as soon as all of the civs get bloodlines, it's like it levels out a bit. Franks have like they produce really fast. They're great at getting like the numbers up, but I wouldn't say they're the best one-on-one.
Yeah, I agree.
Paladin and Halb getting in on those numbers though.
I think that's
not enough. That's only 8.
Yeah.
That's fine. They'll do good. They'll do good there, especially with the castle at the back. And the GG rolls in.
Yeah.
Whoo! I mean, both of these players are taking these games long, right? Nobody's giving up early. They're making it, so I'm definitely going to have to be casting these wrecks at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. This is going to be a long set. You're supposed to be doing your own stream after this, right? Like,
yeah. Well, we will see how long this is gonna take. Yeah.
When these players,
it's fine. I'm gonna be well warmed up before my own stream, so it's fine.
Certainly, but it's not like they're dragging it out. Like every single time they're like leveling the game. This is so competitive between the two of them. I'm very happy to see.
That's what we love to see in a semifinal.
Like no more scrubs, only good players.
Indeed.
Shockingly, 508 Magyar Hussar made to 416 Halberdier.
Yep.
Which
makes
is
sense.
lovely.
Makes sense.
Even KD, both with a 1. 1-0 KD.
Ooh.
That's amazing. After all of that.
All of that Carnage.
Yeah, more raises for Otter, but yeah, what a brilliant game. Relic Gold was relatively even, like within 1,000 of each other, but overall collection super close.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, you can kind of see that where Otter stole some of Kamrat's gold.
Yeah.
Way more gold. Okay, I'm gonna run and get something to drink before next game starts, so I'll be back in 1 minute.
I think that's fair.
Be right back.
See you shortly. I'm gonna be stuffing my face, so we'll hop back to this one that doesn't have my face, so I can shove wine and food in my face. Halb are the main damage dealer anyway. Pala never really killed the CA. I agree. They were necessary for the Magyar Hussar though, which is wild. But they were the only thing that defended the siege. If some of those siege onagers had managed to get a decent shot off onto the cav archers, I think that would have really spanned the game more in Kamrat's favour. But it's so close. Are you all set for the watch party? I am. Polar, I am so set for the watch party. Jess, do you think you could get the box for me that I put on the table? I'm gonna do a leak. I'm not gonna do an unboxing. I'm gonna do a leak at some point. So we have a thing for the watch party in the UK. I've ordered 250 masks for the live watch party of Hidden Cup 5. For everybody.
Are you going to meet up with Onager?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm
nice.
So, you know, as well as being a tech, like an advising extraordinaire, obviously, as we've said, it's fine. The camera's not on. As well as being a strategizing extraordinaire, I am also one of the organisers of the UK watch party for Hidden Cup 5. Yeah, somebody trusted me enough to put me on an organisational team. Isn't that funny?
Well, I think that's a great idea.
Thankfully, it turns out in real life I have a particular set of skills that's quite useful. Oh, is Polar coming? Oh, fucking ads! God damn it!
The ads are back. They're back.
And what's your ad this time? I've had the same ad every time. Every time I've had
Sweden,
the same.
We have this government gambling thing, and they are currently advertising it for me.
Okay. Oh no, it's changed. I've got a different one.
Very random, but yeah.
This one is I've got a full minute of ads this time instead of it just being like 17 seconds.
I only had 30 seconds, so my ad is gone.
I'm still in the ads. I got an ad for the Google Pixel, and then I got a hair care product ad for like for getting my hair curls in for all of that hair on my head.
Yeah, I feel like they're targeting the right person there.
They just want to make me feel bad. How dare they?
They don't know who they're advertising for.
They don't. But
they don't know their stuff.
Here's my leak. I know they're probably in the next game already, but I have to leak this first.
No, they haven't started yet. You have time. Don't worry.
It's don't tell anyone. It's a bit of a secret.
Oh, what? Okay.
It's a total secret. But I have 250 doubt masks that I've got to put sticks on so everybody can hold them in front of their faces.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. The Lord.
So yeah, it's gonna be great. I cannot stress how much I'm looking forward to the Hidden Cup 5 viewing party.
When is it exactly, that watch party?
It is the 3rd of March, which is just for the finals. There is an unofficial watch party as well on the Saturday in a pub, which I'll be at as well. It's gonna be so good. The team that we have behind the organising in the UK is, in my humble opinion, the best in the Age of Empires community. It's the same team that's behind Land Madness, and they're just the nicest, most organised, lovely people, and me. So,
yeah,
I can't.
As Huggie says, you can just go to the pub.
We are so gonna go to the pub. And
You're gonna conquer a pub in London.
we are so conquering a pub. And thank you for sending me the next lot of Rex, Huggie. I appreciate that. Oh, did you know that Otter is streaming the DM Fastest Chaos Silver League Semifinals? That's what it's telling me on Discord. That's nice that it's telling me that. I never knew Otter was
Yeah,
streaming.
he's streaming it at the moment. I was watching it as well.
Man, I love when Otter casts. He's my favorite.
Dude, he's a multitasker. Ah, they have started.
Shit, I will. Shit. Let me. I'll get that.
We're not prepared.
I'm not prepared. I'm such a absolute. God, I'd be such a brilliant streamer if I did this even semi full time. What a streamer I would be.
Tweppy asks, "Where are you from in England, Snuffles?"
I am from Birmingham. I'm a Midlander.
Birmingham. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So I should be saying, "Are you all right, Babs? Is everything okay? I'm from Dudley. This is an accent that nobody can understand. I make Daywalker sound reasonable."
Rach and Daywalker sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Polar is coming with an old school buddy who he hasn't seen in 7 years. What?
That's crazy.
That's so cool. I think the biggest thing for me that I love about these watch parties is how people that in between laptop, that one, people that don't normally go to like Age of Empires meetups, like we have regular little meetups and LANs all the time, but it's like 30-40 people max, or 70 for our AoE LAN in the UK, which is great, by the way. But to have everybody, like 250 people turn up to an event, I haven't had that outside of like people going to Red Bull. I think we've got more people than went to the Red Bull one. I think genuinely, I think we've got a bigger audience.
And you're responsible for that.
Partly.
Partly.
I can't take like
you don't take too much credit.
Well, I can't take any credit really. Like
but we're doing it anyway.
I'll take it anyway. And what Otter's gonna take is Aztecs against Dravidians.
Look at this hero, man. Oi. This hero is gonna kill villagers.
Gonzalo Pizarro. He was a.
Oh, he's gonna kill Otter's villagers.
The last Hidden Cup, right? Was Gonzalo Pizarro? Was that last Hidden Cup or the Hidden Cup before? One of them. I'm sure that was a Hidden Cup hero.
Actually, I thought the heroes would do more damage than this. Well, Kamrat is still alive, but
I think that was doubt. Oh, yo! Well, that was a really ineffectual rush, actually. The the micro was not there.
Well, I can understand also it wasn't on point since your own base is being attacked. But, yeah.
So relatively even, and in come the Eagles, directly being countered by the immediate Dravidian champions.
It's looking really good for Otter.
He has managed to get 3 kills, which is absolutely fantastic. 8 vills to 6. We've had 15 seconds of TC idle time as well, so...
Oof. And Otter has treadmill crane, because Dravidians don't.
Yeah,
so that's also a big
lead.
part. Yeah.
You can really see a difference in massing of the units, but 2 castles should come up. I think we've probably done
Otter going forward with
the
a villager. I don't think he sees it, and he lost it. Another one is coming. You see the villagers walking along the tree line? It's almost at the castle now. It's almost in the camera's base. Almost.
I mean, he had to go for champion straight away.
He's
right?
making a tower. You seeing this?
He's ridiculous. Like this guy. So much production. You might be right. He's down to 5 vills. This might be a successful rush win.
It really has to work now because he's wasting so much units for this to work.
Especially with the amount of champions, but like with 4 vills to 12, as long as we keep pumping out vills, we could be making the transition to champions of our own right now. In fact, we probably should have done.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think that would have been maybe not a better play, but just to have, like, they're on the way, they're in the queue, there's 80 champions in the queue.
I think it's gonna work.
I think it's gonna work
That castle
too.
is gonna get knocked down, right?
Straight in on the siege. I think he's done enough. Aztecs, again, have just been so good. I mean, we're pushing it back. Nah, Kamrat wins. Okay.
Carnage is actually pushing back a little bit.
He does have the res.
But he doesn't have the production.
Yeah. And Otter, he's in the market, I think. Is that no? I'm not. Oh no, there it is.
Yeah,
Seeing
he has
that
used
gold
market.
jump
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
down.
Otter is completely out of gold.
Who needs gold though when you can sell your wood, sell your stone,
Sell
sell
the
everything,
stone, man.
make champions?
Build Jaguar Warrior.
It's funny, like, Aztecs have, like, fantastic infantry, but the way that the Dravidian infantry plays, like, the Dravidian champions actually do fucking work.
Yeah,
enough,
yes, because they ignore armor.
Yeah, this is another situation where the Aztecs actually need to be adding in their unique unit. Like, genuinely.
Yep.
You start throwing in just a few Jaguar Warriors, which is the second time I've seen Jaguar Warriors this week. But it doesn't even go!
It didn't need it. Aztecs confirmed OP. Okay, now we know. Kella says, what the fuck? Otter OP?
Yeah. Otter absolute beast mode. That was fast. Fastest 9-minute game on the dot. And
if I remember correctly, you were talking about Aztecs Snuffles when we saw the draft. Like, it's a pretty good sieve for picking last.
It's like, it's had a really decent success rate at the upper ends of this tournament. So everybody's been playing it quite well, and it's always a bit of an underpick. People, like, it's almost non-standard for how well it plays out.
Yeah, yeah. And also Aztecs have that like their units creates faster from barracks. So it's very important on this map.
Very gothy play. I mean, was there something else that Kamrat could have done here to change this up?
I think if he used his hero in the beginning more effectively, maybe. I mean, yeah, he would have needed a castle earlier. A castle earlier maybe could have saved him, but since they're so close anyway, it's very hard, I think.
So we're basically saying Kamrat needed to just not lose to win this. Cool. Again, I'm glad that we are dropping the knowledge.
No, if he did more damage with the starting hero and the earlier castle, I think he could have survived.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But I'm like, it's 2-2 in a best of 7.
Leveled out.
Oh.
And you're gonna cast 4 AM with the Keller, so have fun with that.
We've got an awful lot of red wine in the house. So we're fine.
And you said you were only going to drink 1 or 2 glasses. It's gonna be 1 or 2 bottles.
That's so not true. But what's amazing is with this deep in, I haven't even made a dent in my chili. It's going so cold.
Poor food.
It's fine. It's in between each set. I'm like, oh god, this game was sick. I want to talk about how good everything is and waffle on making noise and then don't put food in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You're gonna complete that food like 1 AM if you're lucky.
Oh, camera's frozen though.
Look at that.
What a flattering camera position that is.
Dude, he should use that as his icon for his Twitch.
Oh no. Oh, that's irritating.
redeemed 1 versus 1 challenge. Is that against Snuffles then, since he's the host, like the Twitch manager at the moment?
Oh no, that's still always Otter. Okay.
No, I mean he redeemed it when you were streaming, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to lose. I like winning. And camera doesn't like me though. Oh, it's actually gone.
The camera gave up on you.
It's genuinely just given up. Okay. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't have my fully functioning green screen anymore, which is tragic. So now we're just going to have creepy shadows. Oh well. We'll live, right? It's only
professional
like
streaming. That's
professional streaming from a professional streamer. I don't understand why it breaks sometimes, but whatever. Whatever. How are you finding the set so far?
It's very good. It's been 3 long games and 1 short one, so I've liked it so far.
Nice. Oh Jesus Christ! It looks like they're straight in to game number 5. I don't even have time.
I like that it isn't one-sided.
Yes, like it's super back and forth.
One-sided, so yeah.
But that was a pretty dominant win for Otter. But I don't think you hold too much of that as a worry for Kamrat, do you? Like,
not really.
Like,
not really.
Oh no, I lost one game in a best of 7 that was getting me rushed. Oh no.
I mean, that should happen in DM eventually, that you get rushed.
Oh, failed to start.
But Gujara Portuguese? I don't know who I would favor in that matchup.
I mean, I tend to really like the Portuguese. I think.
It's so hard to kill elephant archers, though.
That's true. But if they get up to that significant mass of organ guns, it can be really tough, especially with them backed up by their arquebus bombard cannons. They have the ability to put like consistent damage down, which can be really threatening.
Well, let's see what we get.
Oh, especially if it goes to water, but I can't see yet. And it's water!
It reminds me of the Magyar Teuton game.
Yeah, but a far more fair map in a sort of like yin and yang. If you ever saw that older map that like I
think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I've seen it. And we have a very strong starting hero, Alexander Nevsky.
Yeah.
He looks deadly.
He's got a nice helmet in his picture. You know when they have a good helmet in their picture. gotta rate that. And
something tells me that the champion also has it.
Ooh, Kamrat could have genuinely got that Vil into his TC, but he didn't. So we lose 1.
I think both lost 1 Vil, right?
Yeah. Even. Okay, not too bad. Eco KD 3-2, but 1 for 1 in. No. KD 3 for 2. Eco KD 1 for 1. So pretty even in the start. Straight in on the demos to try and lock down the front of Otter's base. Otter also straight in for heavy demo. So it's a heavy demo.
I think we're going to see a lot of demos in this game.
I think we're going to see a lot of demos. And I don't mind that as a concept.
Yeah. The concept of destruction.
It's good. But I have to say, for the map, this probably couldn't have worked out better for the Portuguese if it tried.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's still kind of close, and I think that's actually quite good for Portuguese here. You don't want too big of a map.
I think that
because you...
the massive advantage that they can get is if the Portuguese manage to get a castle up sort of on this corner to really help them lock down this centre control and control of the pond, their significantly better navy should really help them push this through to a win. Obviously, heavy demo leveled us out and we're able to go for camels and elephants, but it's like the elephants have to pass all of these narrow areas, and Elite Cannon Galleon range it both sides, like the whole.
It's going to come down to who has the better heavy demo micro.
Yeah.
I like that Otter made 2 barracks with Gurjara, and their infantry is very bad.
Oh god, that was not a good demo trade. Oh dear.
This one might be better? Okay, no.
1v1 challenge. No, rejected. Have your points back. I have all of the power. I'm a mega mod. It never happened. Okay,
I feel like you should play that match against Flippy. A best of 21.
It won't let me. It won't let me do the predictions. Oh shit! Oh shit! It was still chilling on the predictions from game 2. Okay.
Well, we can still do predictions for that game.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Kamrat actually kinda locked himself out from the middle island with his docks. All his units trying to squeeze through one side.
Yeah, he can't. That's bold. It's bold. It does stop any raiding coming that way, but what do you know? Shavamshas.
I feel like that's a bit problematic.
Yeah. Arbalest. Arbalest.
No, I don't like Arbalest here. No, not like that.
They could be hand cannons. Like
well, there could be anything else than Arbalest. Like, what do you do against what? Chakram thrower?
And Onagers. I have to say, I think Otter being able to get this castle up in the middle is absolutely huge. 2 castles has great water position, and we're not pumping out in we need more than heavy demo right now. We need galleon, and we're just not producing. Like something. I think the Gujaras are actually taking a lead on this water map in a way that I did not expect them to be able to do.
Yeah, I feel like Kamrat are lacking in production or something. I don't know. Or is just losing units very fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's so close.
It's out of wood. Kamrat's out of wood.
Yeah. Thinking about it even more, like, Arbalest is even worse in this situation when you have to be investing into water, when you've invested wood onto land.
Yeah, I don't really understand the thinking about that, behind that, but...
Like, they could be boats.
It's what it is.
There's Shravamsha riders on the field as well, like...
Could be elephant archers. I mean, there's a lot of things here speaking against Arbalest.
When hand cannons are an option. Yeah, weird.
I feel like since Otter started playing after he warmed up those 2 first games, he's been playing much better.
He's really, genuinely, I think you're so right. He's properly woken up. He's got units in all of the right places. He's playing the maps well. I think that's another key thing that Otter's really changed how he's doing. Like, he's playing the maps well. Not that he played the maps badly in the first few games, because it was close, right? It was always on a knife's edge, or like in the case of game 1 where he lost it really early on and then dragged it back. So maybe that was actually speaking to some Otter form, that even when he fucked it up, he was still He's actually still in a good spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go. At the same time,
Do you
like,
see
we're
the castle race on the right side? Who's gonna win
still
that?
pretty even. I mean, Kamrat started a touch later, but he has more vills, and he
has
will
more
be on the
vills.
hill. Both castles obviously go up. Oh, and there's some Furies,
Yeah.
the Monkey Boys. That's nice. We're starting to get up
That's
to a
actually
small,
strange
massive
that
siege.
Otter didn't put his castle on the hill. He
Yeah.
put it in front of it.
Now, I know some people who might even be in the chat who would see this castle at the bottom of a hill and lose their shit and rage. I don't know who that might be, and maybe if they.
I'm pretty sure those
later.
persons are in the chat. Yeah, they are in the chat for sure.
I also remember casting a game with Otter mere days ago where we happened to comment on people putting castles on the bottom of hills when there's hills next to it.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. I can see why it's right by the gold. We're trying to lock this down, but I have to say it does give a sizable positional advantage on this right side to Kamrat,
Yeah.
who has managed to win back some water.
He's getting back into the game, at least in the middle.
Has the military lead. The gunpowder is doing good work. We've invested into
Until the demos arrived.
Heavy demo. But if you get up to enough galleons, heavy demo in low numbers stops being too much of a threat. This is not low numbers though. We should be able to just dive in with these 8, and as long as one hits, that's it. It should just. Not if you just stop them. You want to hurt me.
I think it's going for it now, right? It's not enough.
Kills one. No, not an even trade. It could have been better. Siege elephants come out to help try and push back this castle on the right, but 2 siege elephants and 2 trebuchets
should use his villagers against elephants.
We should, but I think he's just killing the elephants with the
cannon.
bombards. Yeah, killed the one.
No, it's not doing that at all.
Getting rid of the trebs. I think it's fine. The trebs are the bigger worry for him, I guess. Elephant does go down, and the castle survives. So nice little defense. It was a good attempt at a push, I will say, from Otter. At the front, heavy demos coming in, not managing to achieve too much.
Ooh.
Now we are pushing with just. I know a guy who likes towers, right? I know this guy. He's quite successful at this deathmatch thing.
Otter is really adding a lot of towers now.
And Otter is like, I'm gonna frost this game. This game needs to get extra chilly right now.
He's moving into Kamrat's base with towers.
He needs to channel his inner Suno. forget Valhalla. Yeah, what's that?
Inner Valhalla, yeah.
Nice. I mean, I don't hate keeps. I think they're really good at locking down map control, but the Portuguese aren't raiding too much. And there is a lot of siege on the field.
Well, Kamrat doesn't really have any raiding protection behind his base. Like it's just villagers working behind it without lumber camps.
I mean, the biggest
very inefficient lumbering.
That he has is navy, isn't it? And it's not.
Yes, his navy.
Actually,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of wood, but there's not actually that much wood. Like, if this goes on too late, they'll burn through this pretty quick.
The Portuguese is usually very fast on burning through wood. Usually.
There's so much navy back in the field, though. Where's Otter's everything gone? Like, where is this? There's 63 military on the field, but is it all made up of Shavamshas?
Shavamsha right there. He's gonna go for the villagers. Wow, that's gonna be could be some massacre.
Especially because like TCs do near enough nothing to them. Oh god, it is.
That's a lot of villagers.
Not even counting the ones that have died, there's 23 kills on the ones that are still alive. 27, 30. Kamrat down to 100 villagers. He was on like 140 there. And it's still going on.
50 idols.
Oh my gosh, half the eco is either dead or idle. Oh, fantastic raid, super good value there. Like, it's not game winning,
but it's pretty close to it.
It's pretty darn close, absolutely.
It's
the one
pretty
thing
close
Kamrat's doing at the side of this is like he's getting Navy on both sides. It's just I don't think he's able to secure enough of it down. And do you know what Shravamshas do? They tank boat damage, you know? It's still projectiles, so the Shravamshas are mopping up the boats in the center.
It's looking really good for Otter.
It's looking really good for Otter. Is this 3-2? From a 2?
I think so.
2-0 start? What a guy!
This Otter, man.
If this had been a best of 5...
He loses 2 games, so you start doubting him, and then he pulls his stuff together, and now it's looking really good.
All of the Otter voters from earlier who spent all of their points are raging. They're raging.
Oh man. Oh, that was hilarious.
It was good. He only had 6,000 points. He was pretending to have more.
Didn't someone bet 20k?
Yes.
In game
was
1?
That was that Malder? Malder,
I think
did you
so.
bet
It wasn't that big.
20,000 points? I didn't because I can't. I can't bet. I can if I try really hard, but I have to go out of the mod view thing that I'm in. Which is
you crashed the whole stream by doing that.
Yeah, well, the last time I tried to click on a thing, my camera broke, so...
Yeah. I like that Otter's trading with the neutral market in the corner.
Oh shit,
I
didn't
mean, the
even
neutral
notice
block,
the neutral
I should say.
markets. Yeah. How much is that? 29 gold per trip?
29, man. Otter, make a dock further up.
Yeah, we can probably get good value, especially because we have this kind of this corner area.
And ad. I got an ad.
Yeah.
GG.
Oh god, yeah. Finding another way in takes brains. Oh, I'm getting a British military ad.
I got the same ad again, that Swedish thing.
It's Swedish military? Are you getting the Swedish military and I'm getting the British military?
No, not Swedish military, but that gambling thing.
I was about to say, the only thing that I know about Sweden is IKEA. The wonderful everyday.
IKEA
like,
for sure, man.
It's like your biggest export, right? It's just good old... Oh god, there's so many...
Oh,
my god!
Perfect. That could be GG, because that cleared the whole northern side.
That was an absolutely fantastic clear up. I mean, we still have the Navy in the center, but I mean, position, we've got for some reason only 96 vills for Otter, and
yeah, that's it needs more.
Yeah, like where's his gold as well? Like there's only
is Otter doing a game 3 again, where he has too little eco when he's about to win?
Maybe the sort of delaying the win. He's sort of out of everything actually. He's got stone.
Kamrat is out of food, so he can't stop the raids. And yeah.
And the GG comes in. Whew.
GG. What a
Otter's
comeback.
Otter's almost a little lucky there actually, because I could start getting messy. His gold access was going to start getting really, really rough. But there we go. 3-2 Otter. Fuck, these guys are taking us to a game 7, aren't they? Next game is Kamrat's.
So. And Otter still has Japanese.
Yeah,
and Japanese is, you know, always good. Always
good. These fuckers. These fuckers. How dare they?
they want you to cast midnight casting.
Yeah, 2 AM stream incoming. Oh, but it's brilliant.
You and Keller.
Keller's up for it. He's a geezer.
Keller has energy for 24-hour stream.
Having a quick glance, KD in favour of Otter pretty much the whole way through. Economy, yeah, yeah, I mean, Otter had the advantage.
I mean, you can kind of see at the gold,
Yeah.
the gold part, the difference.
Yeah. It's just quite a significant gold win for, for Otter there.
That's a lot.
Oh.
He had better working economy overall as well, like more efficient villagers.
Mm. Nice. Nice. And go back to this one for my now no longer functioning green screen. Tragic.
It's like you have a ghost behind you or something.
It is. I mean, I could turn it off, but it will just make everything green. But like, that's why the wall behind me is green, but it doesn't work as a green screen. I can probably show it. You all might as well see.
Okay.
If I turn the filter for my chroma key off, it's a green wall. But it doesn't work as a green screen because there's too many different kinds of green.
Oh, that's pretty green. Yeah, that's very green.
It's not uniform enough. So yeah, maybe we'll just leave it like this. It looks kind of nice in the circle instead of flickering. So we'll live. What I actually need, I think, is a second light source. If there was 2 light sources coming in, it would cancel the shadow out and probably make it work. But alas, I only have one. This one big bright light, which is just a lamp.
Now we're getting a room tour as well. This cast, man, I love it.
Hey,
it's taking an unusual turn.
I'm a professional, and don't let anybody else tell you any different, unless they're also a professional, and then maybe they know better.
Yeah, that's why we are recruiting you.
Yeah, well, I hear they only have professionals in Suno Clan. Like, there's Tweppy, like the proest of pros.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I see a lobby, and I also see 2 ongoing matches. That's quite fun. But there are
you see 2 ongoing matches?
Yeah, because I guess there must be. It's because there's a person called Potter. So I've searched for Otter, and there's a guy called Potter who is a Brazilian 900 ELO player who is currently playing Franks.
I feel like we should cast that instead.
Yeah. Then there's also a German player called Skrotter 8000, who is an 800 rated German player, who's currently playing as Spanish in a team game as well.
Okay. Oh. That sounds interesting.
That does sound
interesting. What maps are they
playing? Both Arabia. Both playing Arabia.
Oh, standard.
Not like this. There's this Otter guy playing against Kamrat who have just started game number. Oh god, I'm
6.
I need to add Otter's score. Game number 6 in a.
Oh, you're gonna see your favorite unit there, I think. A version of it you're gonna see.
Britain's Incas. Ooh.
That's gonna be a lot of champions, right?
That is gonna be a lot of champions. But maybe less champions for the Incas than they want. I've seen this matchup a couple of times. Britons definitely have a solid position in this matchup.
Yeah, I really like Britons here.
But I've also seen them absolutely flub it, so...
It's Incas versus Britons.
My circle's close enough. Whatever, it'll do. I made this circle work by making a circle on Paint 3D, don't you know?
I like that it kind of resembles Otter's picture that he has on his Twitch.
It works too.
At least the background.
I just need horns.
You need horns, you need a shield and
horns.
And then you're fine.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. I've only got wine.
Oh my god, this is so professional. I love it.
I am incredibly professional. And don't let anybody tell us any different.
Mm-hmm. There you have haters.
Oh god, everything's gone pink. Why has everything gone pink? Okay, well, it shouldn't be pink anymore as we dive into Game 6 of Otter versus Kamrat in the semi-finals of the Silver League of the Fastest Chaos Deathmatch Tournament. I'm, again, for those of you who are not up to speed, joined by Frost9, one of the greatest deathmatch players in the wholest universe. As a pause immediately comes. Is that a pause for you? It's a pause for me.
Yeah, it's paused. My map is open, question mark. Yeah, it was open. The eagle went through somewhere.
It's Seagates! What the
It's
fuck?
open. Yeah, it's open. You see it?
Yeah.
On the right side.
Right, yeah, right there. I guess that's the re, right? It's a close map.
Well,
That's
I think it's also, isn't it open on camera side as well? In one tile? To the right? Can you also see it? Camera also
yeah,
has a little gap, I think, on the right side.
there's not a gap on the
Not there, but further down south.
I think it's closed here. Oh, it might.
You
might
see
be.
there between like the two gates? Isn't it open between it? Yeah, right there.
It's so hard to tell. You know what? It might be easier to tell on regular Age of Empires. And you can see the cubes. I think you're right. I think there's a gap.
I think
the
it's
two.
open, but I could be wrong.
No, I think you're so right. But I'd have to have them click over to see.
Yeah. Send a unit there, please.
To be honest, I think benefit of the doubt, I'd let them have the re. And as Otter's the admin, he's going to do that anyway, right?
It's like he's waiting for Huggie to respond.
Have they messaged me? Oh yeah, shit, I'm an admin.
Yeah, but you're casting, right? So he's not gonna message you, I think.
He did. he did. Yep.
That's actually interesting. You say that, Hassie. His base is actually huge.
Yeah, other than the tile gap open, like it's pretty good. That's super securable for him.
Yeah.
And probably works quite well for him going into a later chunk of the game. I think it fits the Britons really nicely in this position to have some kind of defense here. They're only seawalls though, so they have no melee armor, right? It's like 2. So they die so fast. No pierce armor as well. So they're practically paper. So they'll melt like they're not there.
Fake walls.
Do I have to take the re or can I decide? Ooh, it's a great question. I would say admin re, because one player has a hole. And the other doesn't.
Whatever you decide, I support it.
Yeah, I think the assumption is that meets up at the corner. I'm just gonna assume that there's yeah.
You should force them to send a unit there to see if it's open or not.
Send a unit there. I think benefit of the doubt. There's a hole here, and it's quite clearly a hole, and that looks closed.
Yeah.
I'm a benefit of the doubt, and
okay.
I am such a great admin. Just the best of admins. The only admin who responds.
Do you see what Otter's saying? Okay, they said I can get admin re. Now I gotta think if I want it. What? Why?
Yeah,
Why would
these,
What? Why would you ask if you don't want it?
These fuckers.
Huh? Dude, I don't understand.
You can't decide. That just seems unfair. I agree.
Kamrat says, yeah. Okay, you read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be a re then. It should
Yeah,
just be a
no,
re. You shouldn't even think about it.
I've demanded. It's an admin
Yeah,
re.
yes, demand it. Yeah.
Using my powers of adminness. As the
Otter says, I thought that was the order we laid down, but I asked
No.
if I can decide or not. But why ask? What? I don't understand.
No, admins are gods. We say re. No take backsies. And actually, looking at it, it's actually admin re for kamrat. Forget the hole. It's secure golds. There's 2 golds and 2 stones secure in Otter's base, while there's only
there's one outside of it. Yeah.
for kamrat. So actually, like actually for kamrat gets the re.
Well, that seals the deal then.
Yeah.
Re, here we go.
Yeah. Guys, we made an admin decision. Look at us. We're so good at this. What's wrong with this? Let me tell you. For starters, step 1, there is a hole right here in Otter's base. While there is no hole, even though it looks like there might potentially be a hole there, but we're just pretending that there's not in kamrat's. Now, kamrat only has 2 golds, with 1 gold and 1 stone within his base, while for Otter has 2 safe golds and 2 safe stones that will be hard to raid immediately. So it's just an unfair map.
GG, go next.
Yeah. GG, easy.
Hasse says, I should have read the rules.
Yeah, me too. You think
Hasse,
I
you're
read
not
the
even
rules?
in that tournament, man. You're not even in this one. Hasse, you're not even in the Silver League, man.
Oh.
Can we go back and read one of those Neely games? Dude, that was a Silver League.
Okay, I need to swap back to this view, I think. Yeah, and we should read all of our games. Everyone,
Yeah,
you get a re.
We re in other tournaments.
You get a re. Everybody gets a re. Jess,
I wonder what is the craziest thing it can generate. Like map-wise. What? I know that it can generate a wonder. I've seen it like twice.
I mean, most of the generations have been pretty, I'd say, uniform. I've seen a lot of repeat gens so far, so it's not really come across anything. Oh, I almost loaded another. Potter is still playing. I almost loaded up Potter again.
We should cast that.
I'm tempted because obviously I've not got enough deathmatch to cast today.
We've only been streaming for soon 3 hours.
God, is it that? Are we getting there already? Jeez.
Yeah.
It's flown by. It's been so good.
I feel like Frosty Friday soon's gonna have to switch over to Frosty Saturday.
It's gonna be Frosty Saturday, absolutely. Okay. Right, so at least they've gone straight into the next game. And okay, failed to load. Why? Don't do that to me. Fail to load. You can do it. I believe in you. Shockingly, it's Britain's Incas. Who would have thunk it?
Oh, really? Really? I thought they would pick something else.
Well, maybe, you know, change their vibe. Just like I'm going to change my scene transition. So next time we're going to have a different one instead of my bell jumping forward. It's the real thing about this Otter stream invasion. I might have all of Otter's overlays, but I don't have any of his scene transitions. So we've just got a load of bells. So there we go. Enjoy your bells, everybody.
Hell's bells.
I've got a 20-minute break at work and we get a re. Sorry, Boomstick. Sorry, the admin spoke. It wasn't our choice. It was we were tied by the rules that I definitely read in the rulebook.
We're doing like a podcast instead of casting.
I do think we'd have a great podcast.
Oh, what is this map? Holy moly. Wow.
Well, a split sort of golden.
This is like Baltic, but you can traverse it.
Super funky and also super wrong layout. Sorry about that, everybody. There you go. Enjoy the bells and enjoy us diving into, finally, the real Game 6 out of Kamrat versus Otter One. Currently, 2-3 in favour of the Otter One as the rush comes forward and nobody manages to get any Vil kills. Ooh,
nope.
Ooh, it was close.
Maybe. Ah, I got one.
Ooh! Whoa! The kills are in.
Didn't he get one? I think he got one, right?
He did.
No?
Kamrat managed to snipe one of Otter's Vils. So a nice start there for Kamrat. Nothing too insane though. We're trying to go for the same strat that Otter did in his super short set. But maybe to slightly less effect. I think Otter's defensive clump is pretty good, but it did have a hole.
It's costing him a few villagers.
Yeah. 3 kills. So again, the Eagles have done some good work.
Yeah.
3-0.
But it's gonna be hard for Incas to get out on this swamp part since they don't have Elite Carnage or Carnage for that matter.
Do they even get heavy demo?
No.
I think they,
so this is very bad for them, actually.
Yeah. They've got a... I mean, you've got to go for Galleon because it's the only thing that can tank the longbow fire.
Yeah.
You still have to do that because you've got to go for that water fight. But look at how much we've had to invest into Halb and now champions in the field. So, you know, again, we're seeing swords. Again, somebody's trying to make me happy.
I feel like we've seen champions almost every single game.
Like, pretty much every time. Isn't that crazy? Like, how often do you end up seeing champion? Like, really?
Not every game in a whole series, really. But I guess we didn't see that in Portuguese Gujara? Well, actually, we saw 2 in a swordsman.
We still had some. Everybody just loves some swords these days. I like it because they've just been made so much more viable. The extra pierce armor has definitely made a shift. And it's not like that made the units significantly better, but it made people more willing to go for them. And I think they're so good at just throwing in and being cost effective against trash.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That when people do it, it's just such a valuable unit. Like they can take the damage. Oh no! Don't.
Is he actually patrolling forward there?
Into heavy demo. Oh
Yeah.
62 to 29 KD, and I'm pretty sure like 15 of that was just.
I think Kamrat learned the hard way here. You shouldn't patrol units straight forward on this map.
Oh,
and
God.
now Otter is learning it. I feel like both are gonna learn the lesson after that one.
That is absolutely filthy. I agree that Arb is a mistake here. I go for longbows for the range, or actually even sack off that entirely and just go for trebs. I think you have to invest so heavily into the navy here.
Just go navy. You don't need to make any other units really.
I like trying to get the towers down in that midsection.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I think that's really nice. Obviously.
That's gonna be hard for Incas to deal with because you need trebs for that. Oh, that's some good demos.
Game 5. Otter won game 5. And sorry everybody, Who wins game 6? Who wins game 6? Otter. Kamrat. Oh no, I've done that wrong. That should be Kamrat. And that should be Otter. Because, you know, Kamrat's blue, so... There we go. Game 6. The predictions are up. They'll be up for another 60 seconds. I don't think anybody has too much of an advantage here. Bit of a Vil lead right now for Kamrat, but I don't think it's insurmountable, especially because Otter has the military lead. I just think there's a bit of a naval advantage right now.
That's a lot of galleys.
Yeah.
He's going full on galley.
I think that's what you have to do as the Incas here. Like,
yeah.
It's so risky when heavy demos can do some good damage, but he's locking down both ponds. And he's got the siege in the middle. Like, I really
How
love
many
this.
docks has Kamrat? 26.
Just one or two. Like, this, he
Well,
does not want to go out winning the first 2 games and then getting completely reversed.
Is this new meta?
Yeah, and it's working for him. Like, he's putting the punishment in.
It's actually working.
It's working disgustingly well. Onager's doing good job. Navy doing good job. But it's like we need something else to help push this. The Trebs are maybe a touch too far back. Need to be really helping to push into this. And I guess part of that is because Kamrat is actually using all of his APM, just throwing down more docks.
I feel like he wants to take over the whole swamp area with docks. He just wants to make it his own.
Genuinely, if he loses a boat, he'll have like 4 boats replacing it. Like,
Yeah.
Positionally, he's looking really good. Obviously, both players now out of gold. Otter on more gold than Kamrat is, and haven't transitioned to farms yet. 63 on wood compared to the 21. Like, this is an interesting build-up from Kamrat, right?
It's very interesting, but he's gonna have to be careful now since Otter is building up some heavy demos in his docks. He's waiting for that surprise.
I hope it
When
works.
will it come, Snuffles? It's gonna come eventually.
I mean, we're close, and we've actually whittled down the numbers. There's only 17 galleys right there at the front.
Okay.
Like, we might be able to clear
Well, that
this
wouldn't
and
be a
make
huge loss if he loses that to demos, really.
He has to keep that alive. And he can do that by just spamming some trash forward to like be a meat shield, but he can't right now. Little raids coming on the right-hand side, mopping up the gold, prepping some siege as well. I think that's a really good transition for Otter. He's lost his position in the center, so he wants to get some side distractions in. Trying to get that gold on both sides. Really nice. If you neglect the land on this kind of map, you can definitely be punished. He didn't send them out. They got ejected. Now he sends them out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. It's a massacre. Is it enough of a massacre?
Nah, I don't think that was enough.
No.
I was expecting more than that.
I mean, he got 10, I think, 15, maybe?
Yeah, but it's not worth doing it if you just trade 1 for 1.
Yeah. That's not too bad. We still have control of the primary water on the right-hand side. We still have decent mass, so probably not enough. Trying to throw down more docks. I will say that there isn't really a huge amount of ability to push in. The tower play from Otter at the front means that it's really hard to push into the docks.
Yeah, but kamrat just needs to wipe away all the docks. And he's quite fine, actually.
Castle coming up. 2 towers to potentially try and deny the castle. Will the Vills hop in? Or is it just... No.
They should have jumped in. Yeah, they should have. I think they would have denied the castle.
Yeah, it was a bit too late, though, after he'd noticed. Otter, again, using that market. He's
been using the market like every single game, right?
Every single game. He really likes to try and balance his economy using the most reasonable of balancing techniques.
Yeah.
Spam that market. Hey, it works. I think it's done really well for him in the past few games as well. Oh, good demos.
Nice demos in the middle.
Oh, yes. I mean, that's a bit of a swing round. 56 military to 63. Kamrat forced completely off the water in that.
And they're fighting everywhere. It's starting to get very messy.
It's a super messy set. Both players playing so well.
This game, man. They're fighting everywhere.
This game. Who would have thought that the semi-finals with these 2 pretty even players would be pretty even? Going in, we said...
Shockingly. Very shockingly.
Like, we said a bit of an advantage, we thought, for kamrat, but it's like, it's been a gnat's arse, as we might say round here. It's been so close between these 2 players that they've been so incredible. Like, solid. And then it pops out, and Otter might actually start to mop this up. He has a bit of an advantage here. He certainly has the health advantage. Siege Rams coming forward will be really good, though. Siege Ram and Kamiuk just mix in to just tank some fire. Heavy demos pop out.
It's gonna lose the Carnage. Oh.
Great heavy demos. Like, really want to see those Siege Rams be able to get in front, but they are having to path. Like, this is still without the good pathing. Like, look at they just sort of got, like, twizzle back and forth uselessly. And they arrive at the fight far too late because they're constantly trying to path all the way around instead of just sort of like heading over and trying to force a gap. Heavy demos pop out, and again, Otter just getting good engagements after good engagements with his heavy demos.
Yeah, he's been having some good Navy fights recently here.
Yeah, very much been having some good Navy fights. Has lost the numbers though. He's just being surrounded.
He's got to lose his own Navy now.
Yeah, and at the same time, the pushes on the left. Not really managing to achieve a huge amount. I think kamrat still has the position to secure this. We're constantly losing stuff, and we're getting in a... Like, demos are great for whittling down your opponent's numbers, but if you don't have a follow-up to when you clear the navy, if they just replace it with more galleys, you're losing a gold unit, and you're not replacing it with something. It's like, if you win a fight and you still have military, that's great. You've secured map control. If you kill your opponent's military, but you don't have anything else there yourself, that's not a... Like, you've not won any position from that. You've just sort of neutralized it.
Yeah, that's won a battle.
Like, grats, dude. Like, it looks fun and it's great, and I love to see it, but, like, kamrat still has control of the water.
Yeah.
Messy control, but control. And with little raids coming in to the right-hand side of Otter's base, I think positionally, kamrat looking better and better in this game. And
no player has picked up any relics yet.
Yeah.
I think it spawned 4 relics, right? Yeah, 4 relics. Yeah. So kamrat is taking control of the right side of the pond, but the left side is still contestable.
Yeah. Do you think kamrat's being tricked a little bit into these investments? Otter's done a really good job of moving around on this left-hand side, and now longbows, when they're not being pressured by water units, like now they're going to start being deadly.
he kind of have to have some presence in the ponds, because if he lets Otter take over, he's just gonna lose his whole front to Cannon Galleons.
But
So like,
Incas,
it's a balance, I think.
Do they even?
It's very hard.
Do they even get Cannon Galleons?
Britons have Cannon Galleons, yeah.
Yeah, but Incas though.
No, Inca don't. No, Inca don't.
Yeah, like you have to have some form of water investment, but for Otter, like Kamrat winning water doesn't really matter to.
Otter just needs to stop the traps from trapping down his castles. Other than that, he doesn't really need to care about it.
So, like.
But Otter is creeping forward on the left side.
It's good, and there's not a huge amount of like land-based military. We've got like 8 champions, 20 in the queue, 11 eagles, and some kamiyuks, but longbows, and there's probably enough of them to be deadly. They are missing some shots. The champions weren't there, so yeah, no, it's still not enough.
Champions for the win.
So, who knew swords? At the same time, Kamrat tried to do some damage over on this right-hand side. There are enough longbows that they've dealt with that as well. It's a bit of topsy-turvy, back-and-forth action. Love trying to pull back the military to the safe space. Keeping these trebs alive will be great. Warwolf trebs, obviously, are insane. Like,
once again, Otter's economy isn't too good. Once again.
Doesn't really 112, right? Like, 112 vills. That's, if anything, more vills than I would expect the Britons to have. And it's still,
but he doesn't have the eco.
Still not enough.
Either way.
It's like, where are they? They're not even all idle, so I don't quite understand the maths of that. 112 vills, 1 idle, 43, 11, and 20.
He must be losing a lot of expensive units.
Must be moving. Like, they must be in transition, but we losing so much to the eagles. You get a bit of a clear.
You must like the Inca eagle. It's like a Huskar.
So, I should like the Inca eagles, right? Like I should, because it's an infantry unit, right? And yet, I just don't. I think it's because the Incan eagles are a knight replacement, right? They're the knight replacement, and so you make Incan eagles instead of making swords. You never do like, oh, I'm gonna make my eagle champion combo. Like you wouldn't do that. You'd go champion halb or eagle something useful.
Or Kamajuk or whatever.
Yeah, like you wouldn't. Then you don't mix the swords in. So I don't know. I should love them. I should, but I just don't.
Okay. Tom confirmed eagle hater.
Eagle hater. I just. You know, I hate freedom. That's it. That's why I don't like the Americans. Just like see the eagles.
The bald eagle. Aye. We lost half of the viewership because he said that.
All of my viewers are European anyway.
Well, after that comment, for sure.
They have to be. Yeah. We're down at 26. The whole audience is left. Man, I wish I got 26 viewers on my channel. Oh,
Otter is famous,
so
man.
popular. He's got the draw. It's probably
a very even game though. Look at the score, the eco. Yeah, the KD is not even, but where is he?
I mean, the Britons should always have the better KD, right? Like, they just should. There's such a tough sieve to get a positive KD against. But how do we regain our position as the Britons, right? Like, we still have no water control. We've lost all of our docks pretty much. We're never going to...
Yeah, and even if we push the sides, like, the production buildings are so far away from the front line.
Yeah.
It's a tough position for Otter, really.
The Eagles dive in, they kill the units, and this is, like... It's going to be tough. But with Kamrat starting to push back the right-hand side, Treb's going down, Castle going down, like we're doing okay up against the Warwolf Trebs. Like, champion is fine, but the Eagles are using their maneuverability to kind of like dodge round and hit the more vulnerable parts of Otter's military.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what speaks for Otter is that Kamrat has 39 ships locked in the ponds that he can't use really. Well, actually, he has 40 now.
And
So that's
the worry
40
is,
pop that doesn't do anything.
if at any point, like, we could probably afford to delete some of the boats on the right-hand pond, but we still need the navy on the left because all it takes is some cannons popping out, and so much of the front is vulnerable. So the presence is so required. Super tough matchup.
Look at the right side, longbows. You see that?
it's like a little line of death.
You lost longbows, Eagles there.
Yeah, and there was champions as well, right there to back them up.
Yeah.
Same time, Eagles are diving round. Like 87 Vils is certainly fine for the Britons, but it is close to a knife edge. If we go down to about 60, we'll start to worry, but it's still pretty close, both sides.
It's very close. It's super close.
I will say, Otter's done a really good job of creeping and like trying to deny gold. If we look over, we've only got 9 on gold right now for Kamrat. That might end up being a big problem.
Yeah, Kamrat needs a gold on the right side. ASAP.
But that's where the biggest military mass up for Otter is. So
yeah.
This might be a little worrisome. Like, we're up at 114 military. Those longbows are so hard to kill. Like, Incas are not going to be dealing with this if they don't get up to decent military mass and sort of like
he needs Eagles for that.
them. Yeah, and it's not happening. 9 Vils on food, not that great. No.
I actually don't mind Kamrat losing some ships on the left side at the moment.
No,
it's keeping the ships alive.
It's good. Do you think Otter's, like, after Kamrat has managed to get such a good position, do you think Otter is taking this? Like, we've got Skirm as our primary unit now.
I want to say no, but doesn't seem like Kamrat can really stop like these weak attacks, because these attacks aren't too strong really, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
Slinger.
can't really deal with them.
He's Slinger. He's making Slinger.
He's making Slinger, yeah. I think he has used all the units he has, more or less now.
Yeah, Otter has all of the gold control. No gold left for Kamrat. Holy shit, I think Otter might have done it, you know? I think he's lasted this out. He's made this
might
so
do it.
It's not a 2 AM set.
It's
Holy moly. Skirmisher does not a champion kill. Certainly not a Gambeson champion. Look at that. All of these skirms, it's like they do nothing. It's like they do nothing. Maybe don't send your treb forward completely unsupervised, but you know, whatever. It's the slow creep.
He's using the treb as a ram.
It's a ram treb. If that's the thing. If Otter loses this to pure skirm, then Kamrat wins the whole set. But I don't see that happening right now.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Basically, whoever has the more champions on the field wins. And right now, it's so clear. Champion beats Skirm.
Yeah, he's losing this Kamrat.
Oh, God.
He's actually gonna lose this.
Down to 150 pop. Starting to throw in some stables.
He started selling stone to get some gold.
Oh, God.
He's
with this
getting
castle coming
desperate.
up, yeah, there's only 1,000 gold left over here as well, so the investment required to get this gold back probably won't actually be worth it.
Yeah, he needs to focus the right side, where the city is like 4k gold.
It's going to be so hard to get there. The eco is so messy now, down at 79
the eco is completely broken.
Yeah. Otter! 2-0 down. Right? 2-0. This was such a great start for Kamrat.
His 2 warm-up games.
Fuck. He cooled down. He cooled down. Should have. This is the fault of that admin re. We should never have given it. Kamrat had that every day of the week, other than the fact.
Yeah, he would have won if we just let that eagle run around there.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
beginning.
Yep. Other than the fact that he didn't have any safe golds except the one in the back and the one stone, and Otter had.
Yeah, he would. He didn't need it.
Yeah.
He didn't need it.
He didn't need it. Oh, he needs something though. Warwolf Treb is dying to skirm. Nice. Nice.
Skirmisher for the win.
Skirm's OP.
He's dead. 71 villagers, 150 pop.
Yeah.
It's looking very, very bad.
And especially because, yes, he has 77 military, but half of that is boats.
It's
well, no,
those same
only
ships
18
that just
boats.
doing nothing.
Yeah. He just needs more. Hazzy, you are so right. He just needs more skirms. No minimum range skirms is sick. Yeah, unbeatable. Yeah.
They're so good against champions.
Nice little bit of raiding. And we did stop Otter coming forward and grabbing the safe gold. We might actually secure it. We have pushed the military back over on this right-hand side.
It's on a knife edge, Kamrat, with the wood and food.
God,
Everything is on a knife edge.
He's so on edge. He doesn't really have anything to deal with the military over on this left-hand side.
He can't stop the left side, right? He can't stop that.
Yeah. Pushing forward. Otter's having to run his vills on gold away. Build a tower. Oh, I mean, it's still like... There, Kamrat, back up at PopCap. Back up at 105 vills. Has military again.
But his units can't really kill the Britain army, though. He needs eagles.
I'm surprised about crossbow, but also not crossbow arb, but I'm not that surprised. It does work. The extra range is super effective, especially when somebody's going for a defensive skirm play. Champion raids are happening. And
oh, look at the gold mining from Kamrat on the right side without gold mining. I mean, the mining camp.
Long
oh
range.
My god. Oh my god. That's very bad.
It's happening. But again, whoever's got the more champions on the field starts winning. And currently, there was more champions for Kamrat for a second, and he started clearing up the military on the left-hand side of the map.
He actually did.
Oh.
That's a bit surprising.
However, like we're starting to get to the point where the mass of Warwolf Trebs can start being threatening to skirm masses as well, because obviously they're just static onagers. Otter's eco is trash right now. I think that's mainly because he was shifting his gold around a lot. He hasn't really transitioned enough, I would say, to food.
Yeah. Only 24 farmers.
Yeah, it doesn't have a huge amount of access to wood with vills nearby.
The slingers are actually doing some work there.
The slingers are fantastic. They're a brilliant unit. They do pretty well against the trash. Like the bonus damage is good. Extra 2 on the infantry. Pierce damage. Yeah, like they're fine. Only 8 range.
Oh, he's gonna lose his gold on the right side. Kamrat. Oh, maybe not. Or maybe yes.
not if they put... Okay.
I thought the units would patrol into the gold mine.
Instead, they thought they'd just go back and forth. I mean, it's still messy. It's happening, though. Like, it's happening. It's a slow slog, but how do you how do you regain this position? You've been forced off the gold. We've got one villager on gold. That's because they haven't quite realised that they can't reach it yet with the long distance mining. 0 on gold now.
I think we can safely say we have a finalist.
We can safely say that we have a finalist. It's been a ruddy good set though. Kamrat is a beast. The form that he showed in the first 2 games and even later on is stunning, but Otter still looked good in both of those games. They were super close. And then has consistently put so much pressure on after that. It's great. Oh,
Just because we said that, he's gonna clean up that left army.
it's all gone and all of those trebs are dying. Casters, why you curse everything? Like, why do you curse everything, Casters? No! Champions.
He's gonna push back 1 ram.
Yeah. Die to the Pokey Boys. But there's no gold. Like, as soon as this army is dead, like, there's no...
And he has no wood. He has no wood access either. Kamrat now.
It's like this. No, like this is still fine. The only reason that Kamrat isn't calling this already is because if he calls it, like that's it. It's the end of his tournament.
Yeah.
Tourney life is over.
He's gonna play it till the very end. And Otter pauses. Okay. Interesting.
I'm like, give me the chat. Sec. Don't you love a game pause when game is pretty much over?
I feel like if they would have just played 2 more minutes, it would have been GG no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, Otter can basically let this game just run and he can go away AFK almost.
Yeah, do you think he had a phone call? Do you think he needed a wee? Like, what's...
Nah, he needs to smoke. I think he needs to smoke right now.
He needs a smoke break mid-game.
He needs a smoke break right now.
That's some, like...
He's taking it now.
That is some fire level shit right there. That's fantastic.
Nah, it wasn't probably... It wasn't a smoke. It must be something else.
Yes.
But I mean, Kamrat has 55 idols. Yeah.
I hope after Kamrat waited for all of that he went straight into waiting GG. Like,
I mean, he started using his villagers as infantry on the right side.
This game started really lagging for me now. All of a sudden, I don't know why.
Otter is trying to take back his stream because he's feeling he's winning.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it's got super jumpy.
Yeah, I can see your stream. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, it's leveled out. I think it was just confused between after the pause. That's fine.
It didn't understand the pause.
Yeah, it didn't understand the pause. It was like, why is this a pause? I thought it was game over. But no, the Incan villagers are like, actually, we're tanky as fuck. We can fight this. We have 6 pierce armor.
Actually, what happened to Otter's eco? Look at his eco.
Yeah, what eco?
What happened to Otter, man? He's no eco.
We've got one siege ram with elite Kamiyuks in, taking down a castle, and they'll probably do it.
What's happening?
It's like it's happening. Otter, don't do this to us. Wow.
That castle is actually going down.
It's literally going
My
down.
God. Well, it's gonna win that left hand side.
Oh. However, Otter's gonna finish up the gold on the right hand side, and he's back to having an army on the left.
56 idols now. No wood. He has some food, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. He's still dead. He's still dead.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He's very dead.
What a
I
set,
feel like
though.
we're closing in on the part where he starts losing a house pop.
I think that's sort of what we need mixed in. Considering the comp that is coming forward, maybe we just need to throw in some cap rams, but instead we throw in the GGs. As finally,
GG.
after a fantastic set, Otter reverse sweeps Kamrat after losing the first 2 games to go 4-2 into the finals of his own tournament after being gifted an admin re. I'm not saying that this tournament was rigged, but I'm very suspicious about these admin decisions. I'm very suspicious.
No payments under the table for sure.
Yeah, there's something dodgy going on here. That's the wrong one. I don't need to see the bracket that's not updated on Liquipedia. I don't need to see that. It was a sick game.
That was a great set.
It's a fantastic
My God.
set. I wonder if Otter wants to hop in super quick and say how he's feeling, or if he's already got to run off to his next thing. I know he's a busy bunny today.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, like have you ever done an Otter winners interview before? Like Otter's, I mean, I've seen Otter interview you, but the other way round?
No. I've never been on this side. Speaking to him. No.
Frost.
I'm gonna roast him. I'm gonna roast him. I'm gonna time to bring out the inner Keller.
Nice. I look forward to it. I also look forward to actually eating some more of my dinner at some point. And maybe having a top-up of wine. Not yet. I've still got half a glass. Jess is ready, poised on the other side of the room to top up at the drop of a hat. We're still very slow. Oh,
You.
Hello. Congratulations, man.
Woo! My God. Oi. Well played to Kamrat as well. That was really sweaty, and I was at the breaking point. Like in game 3 when he pushed back that hit, I knew it was quite all in, but oh my God, if I lose that game there, then like I was starting to be really fearful.
That was very much all in, more or less.
were you feeling
Yeah, what a set. Holy moly.
Yeah, feeling the
Oh
tilt.
yeah.
So, I mean, maybe starting from the draft. Like, that seemed...
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was so long ago. It was so long ago. I can hold on, I can pull that. I have a scene for that. I just don't have a hotkey for it, which was a mistake. I also didn't.
Well, at least we hijacked the stream, and we're gonna keep it.
We did. Do you like
being
my,
interviewed on my own stream by my two, or at least 2 of my 3 or 4 favorite co-casters?
We're taking over your stream, man.
It's been a
doomed.
full-on invasion. Go on, tell us, Otter. Tell us how that was. Bear in mind that you went 2-0 down, and like they were both super close games at the start, so you couldn't have been feeling too negative. But like to be 2-0 down and to feel Keller playing as well as he was, how are you feeling now that you took that?
Yeah, but very, very good. Yeah, as I already said, right, I was feeling pretty bad, especially like after the Sifs in game 1.
Yeah.
And then taking that mega game, it felt throughout game 3 that I could take it, and then like worst nerves moment was when I was fearing I was losing my good position in game 3.
Mm-hmm.
after that, I felt better, and I felt now if I win a game with Aztecs now, then I'm fully in it again. And luckily that
the
happened, and
Aztecs,
from there on, I felt good.
So was the Aztecs like the real spin round for you? Was that where the set like proper turned in your favor? Because I think that was a pretty big win for you.
That felt like a really big win, yeah.
Yeah, because
Also because it's a meme, right? Because like
you still had
me wasn't a
Japanese and
quarterfinal.
everything. You had Japanese, you had Britons. You still had some very good civ after that win. So I was thinking like that Otter might actually win this after that win.
Yeah.
I was a bit sad it was only against Dravidians, right? For draft purposes. And I think he was like from the first games he was ahead in me in the draft. Still had a lot of strong civs as well. We both started kind of with the later picks, right? There were a lot of good civs in both drafts. I mean, Turks and Byzantines are bad civs, for example.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You both definitely had some pretty fantastic drafts. I think this is probably one of the few times that the admin bans set up for a really nice, I'd say relatively even draft. I don't think either player had too significant of an advantage, civ-wise.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree totally.
I wasn't sure red to snipe really, but yeah, I felt it was pretty even.
Yeah, Spanish is a good one. Like you can play them more or less anywhere on whatever map you get, and you don't need to be worried if you're gonna get rushed or whatever. So I think you made the right decision there, sniping the Spanish.
It's just always the one that gets banned, right? Like snipe the Spanish.
How did it feel that he banned your Bengalis? Did you expect that?
Good at first, but it changed. I didn't expect it at all, and it changed, I think, a lot for how the Mind Game Civics turned out.
Yeah.
At first, I was quite happy that I had like Japanese. Expected Japanese to be sniped. I think they're really good on Hyperrandom. But the Japanese didn't seem to have the greatest matchups. I mean, now in the end, it would have been fantastic because I would have had Japanese Bulgarians, and I think that's great for Japanese. That's what I wanted, but felt like I couldn't use them for quite a while, especially because the Portuguese were really annoying. Massives.
Oh, advert! What
Advert.
have we got this? I've got the British Army.
A 1 minute and 10 second ad. Let's go.
We talk about game 1 and 2 in those 1 minute and 30 seconds. They can listen to my answers about the wins again.
Yeah, what were you thinking game 1 there, Byzantines Goths?
I felt super
like
bad for losing that. I felt like the arena start was perfect for me, and I really shouldn't lose that game with that map.
I think you were screwed after the first fight you took, where it cost a lot of gold for you. Where you lost like
Onager. Yeah, I threw then a lot of the hand cannons was super smart. I lost a lot of like the hostage unique unit quite so threw after these 6 games.
Imagine somebody saying that.
Cataphracts. I threw a lot of cataphracts into threw a lot of cataphracts into Onagers. But yeah, I think I won the first 2 games with hand cannons, and I didn't expect Turk hand cannons at all.
No one did except Tom. No one expected that. At least I didn't.
5 head. That's what I've got. 5 head.
You were talking about the hand cannons already when we saw the matchup.
I think they were 5 head.
I think
I didn't expect them, and they completely killed me. And the bomber cans behind sniped my SO.
Do you know?
Well, you kind of had to
really
fight for that middle part because of all that gold in the middle and the hill. You really had to fight for it, and yeah, it's very tough to fight against Turks.
It's the real one was having like about 30 champions go forward in a beautiful little champion mass, and then killing them with your own siege onagers.
That's game 1.
Just beautiful. That probably one of my highlights. You got some great demo shots. You definitely got your revenge, but It was maybe a little cold going in at the start. Wasn't cold at the end though. Ha! Finishing.
At
hot,
least I
finishing
fulfilled like
strong.
one of my 2 memes then, right? Killing my own units when I have to play Onager ISO is like a meme that Django made about me. So. Fair, I guess. I didn't see it at all. I think I was looking at the base or his side rates. He played their God really well.
It was quite devastating. It was quite devastating. The Onagers.
It was good though. What a fantastic set. Thank you, Otter, for playing that. Thank you, Frost, for casting with me. You've been just the best fun.
No problem. I mean, I have half an hour of Frosty Friday. Then we have to switch over to Frosty Saturday.
Frosty Saturday.
But then it's fine. It's fine.
Thankfully, Otter managed to like claw it back because this was definitely going to be a full Frosty Saturday. I fully expected it with the way that this set is going. So you know,
it was really looking that for a while in Game 6 when kamrat pushed you back, Otter, on the right side of the pond. It started to look really good for him there at one point there. But then you kind of
the Britain's Mayans?
Britain's Inca, yeah.
Ah.
But then you started creeping around on the sides.
Yeah, at some point I gave up the water and I was like, okay, yeah, well, he's Incas, he can't do much with the water. Let's try to pressure him on the sides and come back that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he had better eco and everything, but US took better fights on land, I think, than he did.
Yeah.
And eventually it paid off.
He still had a lot of pop on water, right? So that should have helped me.
Yeah, that really held him back. He had like 40 ships for a long time that didn't do much.
Do you know what else paid off? So it turned out that pretty much 100% of people bet Game 6 would go to kamrat. There was 6,000 points on kamrat, but LSD LSD put 20 points on Otter, just little 20 points, and won all of it. All of the 6,000
LSD, the only one trusting on.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.